Hello, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me and Razor. I think Tim's joining us here in a minute. I'll start filing in as we wait. Hopefully everybody is excited. But yeah, let me know if you can hear me all right. Razor, you want to talk just to be sure?
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Cool. Doing it on the fly here. And just so everybody knows, I gave a heads up in the chat, but we're going to be doing a live stream later as well at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, where we will follow up with more, in-depth discussion. So this is going to be more like anticipation leading into the reveal, as well as some reaction, of course, and then we'll discuss it for as long as it warrants it afterwards. I do want to get some videos and stuff going as well in between time, and I have just other stuff I need to do, dad stuff. Yeah. But we will be following back up this evening for more discussion for another cast live episode, the first live episode we've done in a long time. So I'm excited. And yeah, it's gonna be more interactive, both this and the Nethercast episode. As I put pinned in the chat, we're gonna try and we expect a lot of people tuning in, like like we're here for the initial reveal. So we'll try and chat with you guys as much as we can. Any super chats we'll be sure to address for sure. So any of those just line up and then we'll get to them when we get to them, type of deal. And we're greatly appreciative of those. Make sure to like the video if you're tuning in. That greatly helps. Pesky
I
dad
also want to
stuff.
say,
Yeah, what's up?
on the same thread as the super chats, if you're looking to support the channel, we do have the Patreon, and if you want to get in on that, we are very soon going to start doing gameplay videos for patron casts.
Oh, nice.
Me, Shad, and Smoke Man are going to start playing Deception's Conquest mode
Sick.
this month.
Yep. Oh, that good. So yeah, check that out. We'll have a link up for that as well for the Patreon, as well as the Discord is in our description. And if you're new to our channel and you're just tuning in for the first time, like you're just checking this out for the first time as we're waiting for the actual content we're all here for, make sure to subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. We've been around for over 8 years now doing this thing. It'll be 9 years later in just a few months. And yeah, we do podcasts, so we spend several hours talking about Mortal Kombat. We probably, in terms of just pure like hours, I have to imagine we have to be one of the most like giving you a ton of content to actually enjoy, because when you add up all the podcasts, which are each like 2 to 3 hours, that adds up. But yeah, we've been doing that as well as live streams each week. Most weeks anyway. Sometimes we take a break, but live streams where we play through all the Mortal Kombat games and then cover all the news, hype, anticipation, excitement, all that fun stuff. But yeah, right now we're just going to be chatting with everybody. So I'll start looking at the chat, see what everybody's saying here. So let me know in the chat. I want to know all of your like most hype, like 3 characters that you would be most hyped to see in the reveal. I'm curious if you could pick 3, top 3. Doesn't have to be the 3 most likely, just the 3 that if any of them are shown, you're gonna essentially lose your shit. Like that's what I want to know. For me, well, you guys let me know. For me, if I had to think of 3 off the top of my head, I'm gonna try and do a nice variety. I could list like all 3D era ones, but like Ashra is a personal one. Cyrax, of course. And from like a pure like gameplay, and I mean he's my second favorite character, but Kenshi, I still think he'd fit this aesthetic really well, so I'd be really excited for him. Kira in the chat, when is the gameplay reveal? We don't know for sure. So their actual show starts, well, the pre-show starts in about 20 minutes. And then at the end of the hour, so 12 p.m. Pacific time. That's when their actual show starts, the main show. So it could either be anytime, and I think the show's like 2 hours, so it could be anytime during the show. I would imagine first or last, hopefully first, but that's just pure guess. Let's see what people are saying here. We have Drawman, Havoc, Drawman again. All right. Reiko, Smoke, Serena, Reptile, Smoke, Shao Kahn, Quan Chi, Onaga, Reptile, Havoc, Onaga, Serena, Tremor, Smoke, Havoc, Reptile, Havoc, Tremor, Jade, Havoc, Natara, lots of Havoc love.
Lots
Reiko,
of
Havoc.
Havoc.
Yeah,
Lots
Reiko,
of
Havoc,
Reiko.
Sector, Motaro, Smoke, Serena, Havoc, Reptile, Sonya, Smoke, Reiko, Striker, Reiko, Katana, Havoc, Smoke, Tanya. So it sounds like a lot of people are in the same boat. I mean, after all, you're all part of our community, and we all love a lot of the similar stuff. So that's great to hear. I was very proud, excited about the poll results. Like a lot of characters, like that we love, made the top 20. So love to see that in the community. Smoke, Ermac, Reptile, Devora, King Draman, and Kai. Equinsu Ocha. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Super chat, $20. Thank you very much. The gameplay better look like fire. NRS has a lot to live up to after Street Fighter 6. Yeah, a lot of people are loving their Street Fighter 6, and it's interesting. So looking back throughout history, the last couple Street Fighter games before Street Fighter 6, so 4 and 5, and obviously they're supported for several years, but they came out like a couple years before, like 2 to 3 years before the Mortal Kombat game we got to follow, essentially. Like I think Street Fighter 4, I want to say, came out in like 2008, maybe 2009, somewhere around
Yes,
there.
somewhere around there. Street Fighter 4 was the direct inspiration that pushed Ed to bring 9 back to being a 2D game.
Right. And then with Street Fighter 5, that was 2016, I think. And then obviously we got Mortal Kombat 11 in 2019. So it's like a lot of times they've early on in their development, the Street Fighter game, you would have to imagine, played a part in kind of inspiring, like Razor said, their direction, or they took ideas from it to react to with their next game. Whereas this time, the reason why I bring that up, this time with Street Fighter 6 launching so close to Mortal Kombat 1 now, yeah, who knows? Who knows if they were on the same wavelength? Who knows if there's going to be a conquest mode? Because if there was, that couldn't have been reactionary. That would have had to have been in the works from like 2 or 3 years, because that stuff would take forever. You can't just bang that out in a year, I don't think, since they announced it. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it stacks up against Street Fighter 6. I hope it does, though. I hope it is a contender. I hope it's either as good, if not better, honestly, as a Mortal Kombat fan. As a Mortal Kombat fan, I'll just be straight up like, if Street Fighter 6 is regarded as a great game and Mortal Kombat 1 is a good game, I'd still rather play Mortal Kombat 1 because I'm a Mortal Kombat fan first and foremost. So I'll take a good Mortal Kombat over a great Street Fighter personally. I know not everybody feels that way. Some are just fighting game fans in general, and they'll play the one that is the most fun.
I'm not historically a Street Fighter guy. I played some 5.
Right.
I have been playing 6, and it set the bar pretty high.
That's what
I'll
I'm
say it
hearing.
that way.
I mean, I've played it. I only played like 12 or 13 matches, and I've just been pretty busy, so I haven't gotten around to actually learning characters or doing any of that. But what I did play of it felt really smooth, a lot of fun. It didn't really have any like gimmicks that detracted from it, like no breakaway stuff. So nothing that I could see just from just surface level that like, oh, this is going to be a huge detriment to this game long term. And from what I understand, like the grind elements aren't too crazy. I mean, it's just pretty much colors, but there's not like, 800 pieces of gear you're trying to track down or anything like egregious like that. And then even from what I saw, like the secondary outfits, they only cost like I can't remember what it was. It was like $1 or something, $2 for a character's alternate, which isn't terrible, even though those
Well,
ones are technically probably on disc, so that's a little bit of
so
a
so the
shame.
way it is for the main roster is that like when you get the DLC, you got like more colors. Like the actual costumes you unlock by like maxing out your friendship with a character when you meet them in World Tour mode.
Right.
Um, I am curious because like 5 had at the end of the day a ton of like paid DLC costumes, and right now there's just a primary and alt for everyone in the game. So
Right.
I wonder how much because Street Fighter traditionally they support their game for like the
6
next
years or
half a
something.
decade, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like which I guess I prefer because like if the game
Yeah.
is really good, you want it to live longer. Like we all kind of wish X had had more content.
Yeah. Though, I mean, it's tough because with Mortal Kombat games, at least the last couple, there's always been really good elements, but there's also been some really like sticking points with the community. Like with 11, it was more on the gameplay and grind, and X, it was more like the art style wasn't super interesting. It's, I mean, that even looking back at X
Yeah,
now, it's still kind of sore to look at for me, anyways. Like it's not
I mean there hasn't really been a
near
a
perfect game.
satisfying like
Yeah.
content wise like gameplay and art style and costumes and all that. The last one was 9.
Yeah, they haven't really
Was
stuck
the
the landing completely. I mean, they, like I said, there's been elements they do well in each game, and there's been elements that they do not so well in each game. So that's why it's like with 9, I agree. I would have loved to seen that be supported for more years than it was. Even 2 or 3 more would have been awesome. And
honestly, if they had patched, some of the
Can't
gameplay
hear
stuff,
anything.
that game could have.
What's going on here?
Hey, it's
what's going
Tal.
on? I don't know. He just said something, but all right.
He said, "What's going on here?" What's going on here is that we're rambling for the next 15 minutes until the pre-show starts, and then we're going to ramble for another 30 minutes. And then either they show MK1 first, or they show it last, and we spend 2 hours
Yeah, we might be talking just.
complaining about Dorito Pope's reveals of farming simulators for the Switch.
Um, but back to that subject, like if Mortal Kombat 1 sticks the landing and art wise, it's awesome. Gameplay wise, it's awesome. Starting roster, it's great. And story is what it is. I mean, no real reason to go too hard into that. But like in terms of supporting the game, as long as the gameplay and the art style and roster is pretty. Well, I mean, roster I guess doesn't really matter so much in that because supporting longer just means eventually the roster will be great. You would think. But yeah, I mean, if it really sticks to landing in terms of gameplay and art style, then absolutely. Who is?
All right, I should be live now.
Please don't spam the chat. Assassin. He posted like the same 4 message over and over. Please don't do that. Anyways, but yeah, if they stick the landing on that stuff, then all right. Now we just got it.
I am.
I'm trying to delete this crap. I'm on the wrong.
Do you just want to remove the or block him?
I give it a minute. Let's give it a minute so at least he can hear. Sometimes it takes a minute to catch up, but yeah, please don't spam the chat. Regardless, yeah. Anyways, back to the original point. If they support Mortal Kombat 1, if it's good, I hope they do support it for at least a couple more years. Getting at like doubling the time, because usually they only support it for like a year and a half. At least getting to like 4 years of support would be pretty awesome. Because you'd have to imagine after Mortal Kombat 1, they're going to go and support. I mean, not support. They're going to go and do something completely different, be it Injustice 3 or a whole new IP, whatever it is. I doubt we're going to get another Mortal Kombat game immediately after. I think there's a lot of reasons why we went from Mortal Kombat to Mortal Kombat, even though it was 4 years, so it probably would have been that anyways. We just essentially skipped Injustice like entirely. We
Yeah, I mean, there was the pandemic. I'm sure some of it was like being unsure whether they would still be owned by Warner Brothers once all the sales and mergers shook out.
Right. So yeah,
But
but I mean, either way, it's been 4 years. So their typical cycle was a new game every 2 years. So we essentially just missed a game and just had to wait an entire game cycle with nothing, which is why all of us are really chomping at the bit for some new content. But yeah, I hope if they, since we're unlikely to get Mortal Kombat immediately, we probably won't get another Mortal Kombat game for another 4 to 6 years. Who knows how long it's going to take them to actually make the games now that we're moving on to another generation of consoles, essentially. It may take them even longer. Who knows? But I hope that that means that, yes, we do support it longer, because they probably were going to support Mortal Kombat 11 longer, but as Razor was pointing out, I think all sorts of reasons cut that off, but mainly the pandemic was the main sticking one there. So that kind of screwed everything up for a lot of people, I would assume. So yeah, I hope with that idea that we get like a good number of DLC. And the funny thing is with like Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat X, even Mortal Kombat 9, at least according to Temp said this over the years, so I take him at his word for it because he's pretty knowledgeable when it comes to the gameplay end of things. But it feels like Mortal Kombat games are always like one patch away from being truly great. There's just certain elements, like gameplay elements or whatever, or just balance concerns that just they're just one patch away from addressing, and then they just stop supporting
Definitely
it.
with 9, yeah. With 9, that's absolutely true.
So if everything comes together for one, ideally we don't run into that type of scenario. And ideally they at least leave it off on the best foot forward. Hopefully it's great from the get-go and we don't even have to like hope for that day to come, basically. And then it's just a matter of let's pack as many DLC packs into this game as possible and support it and keep it going for 3 or 4 years. That would be awesome.
I think MKX was the same thing too. MKX probably needed one more big patch.
Yeah.
That was a little bit different because that game was so complicated that we were still finding broken stuff before the game ended.
Right.
But the cool thing about MKX is it can only be so unbalanced because no matter how good your character is, you got to guess high or low. And you're eating 40% if you guess wrong. So that's kind of what saves MKX in a way. In a way, it's actually the most balanced MK game ever made because of that.
Yo, I have a quick question.
Sure, what's up?
What channel is this shit on?
I'm
gonna be
gonna be
on?
streaming my thing like we did for the reveal.
Oh, I know. I like to have it on my TV though, because it's in like 60 frames
Oh,
too, so I
sure.
like go back and forth.
Yeah, I think it's on YouTube. If you look at Jeff Keighley's Twitter, but it's on the Game
Okay.
Awards. It looks like it's on the Game Awards.
Oh, it's just on the Game
Yeah.
Awards again?
the Game
Yep.
Awards, yeah.
Okay.
You just wake up.
Yeah, I narrowly missed it. I was like, oh shit.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. Right now we got 323 people watching live.
Holy fuck.
Appreciate that. And once again, like the video if you could. Would greatly appreciate that. It means more people will check it out. And also, just another reminder, I got it pinned in the chat, but we will be streaming again live this evening. We're going to be doing a live Nethercast episode tonight, discussing everything that we see, and then between the few hours between when we do this and the live Nethercast, if anything else comes out or additional information comes out or analysis or whatever, we'll be using that to kind of follow up on later tonight. So just so everybody's aware.
Are y'all watching the YouTube Game Fest or the Twitch Game Fest?
The YouTube Game Awards.
Yeah, I've got up on YouTube. I don't like seeing the Twitch chat feed.
Yeah, I don't do
Gotcha.
Twitch much.
Well, also,
myself.
my antivirus will block YouTube ads. It won't block Twitch ads.
Yeah, there is that too.
Is it live
be
right
right
now
back.
or is it not live yet?
No,
6
it,
minutes.
It's not live.
Yeah,
Okay.
it hasn't started yet, and that's going to be like the pre-show for the first half hour, I think.
Oh, seriously? Fuck.
Yeah. So you didn't almost miss it. You're good.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
like the thing is supposed to start at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. And
So if you need to
at,
go
like,
like
2:30,
eat
so
something and pick yourself up, you got time. You got a little bit of time.
All right,
I'm
You got
gonna
like
go
30
get
minutes.
myself something to drink. I'll be right back.
all
Yep.
right.
If you want to take a 29-minute nap, that is a possible.
quick cat nap.
Yeah, I'm not risking that shit.
I couldn't do that if I tried. It takes me like 45 minutes to an hour to fall asleep. Like no matter how
Goddamn.
tired I am. And
Yeah,
even
some
then, I
nights are
have to
just
play
that
like
way.
ambient music. Like I can hear like locust and trees and like
Wow.
some sort of Chinese instrument I don't know the name of. Yeah, I've had many dreams to Brian Eno.
Ryan Eno's so good for that shit.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of music for airports at night.
It works.
I never heard his follow-up album, Music for Airports 2. I should check that out.
So I
It's
asked
real.
people.
I mean, that's a real thing. Yeah.
So I asked people in the chat the 3 characters that would get them the most hype to see. Just any 3, doesn't matter how likely or not. How about for each of you? Not the most like what you think is most likely, but just the 3 that you would be most excited about.
Well, it wouldn't be an MK4 character because I'm almost certain now, based on the tweets, we're getting MK4 character. So any MK4 character is no longer going to shock me. As a matter of fact, I kind of wish Boone just didn't do that. I'm like, okay, it's just
Took away
It got
the
me more
surprise factor.
excited.
Yeah, I got more excited because it was like to me. I mean, I get where you're coming from, where it kind of takes away some of the surprise, but to me, it's like it was the confirmation or affirmation that we all were waiting for. That this is the one. I strongly feel that way. I felt that way for months, going back to January, but now it's like between that post and his response to Brusque, I'm like, this has to be the game finally where we're gonna get these 3D era characters.
Well, last time it was Scarlet for the MK11 gameplay reveal, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe they really revealed Scarlet." So I knew there was going to be someone
Sure.
like Scarlet for today. Some people are saying that they don't think any characters are going to be revealed. I'm like, no, they're going to reveal someone. But,
Yeah, it's not going to be.
Really, yeah.
I would put money down that it's not going to be just the ones that were in the announced trailer, because even in past games, they will commonly in past games, like even in the story trailers and stuff, they'll reveal people but then not cover them gameplay wise for like weeks. So that's just, I don't expect even all the people in the announced trailer to be in this gameplay. I think it's going to be like half of those and then half ones we don't even know exist yet.
maybe I'd be disappointed if that is the case. I really want to see what like human Raiden plays like. That's kind of a big curiosity for
I
me.
am curious about that, yeah.
Interesting.
Katana 2, I'd be disappointed if we don't see Katana's gameplay today. That would be really a bummer.
Okay, so top 3 though. Like what 3 characters would you be most hyped to see? Regardless
without
of
thinking, just for-
likeliness or whatever, just personal hype factor.
So if I'm deciding with like the most reptilian part of my brain, we may smoke Reptile.
You may smoke
Okay.
Reptile. Those are good picks. When I asked the people in the chat earlier, we were getting, I mean, we got like 100 responses, and it was primarily, most people mentioned Havoc or Smoke. Yeah, those 2 were on a lot of people's lists. How about you, D4?
Yeah,
The problem with Havoc is just going to be Havoc if he shows up. I like Havoc. I love Havoc. Havoc's great, but
We
he's
haven't
just going to be Havoc.
But we haven't seen Havoc in so long. What does that even mean,
We
man?
haven't seen
Yeah.
Havoc.
None of these characters are just going to be what
That was a shitty joke.
what we last saw them as. They're going to be like, we haven't seen a new model for Havoc in 17, not even 17, because I don't even, did he have a new model for Armageddon, or was it just reused
I
after?
think
it's
to
just Deception.
really.
It was just the Deception costumes.
So then, yeah,
I
like,
would love Havoc. Don't get me wrong, but the only way
It's 2004, dude.
yeah.
it for me, the only way I could really be blown away by Havoc is if the camera pans in and it shows like, and the mist clears as a gray ninja, and it scrolls up and his
Oh
head
my
is Havoc.
God.
Like that's the only way I could be like, damn, they got me. That's brilliant. That is chaos, sir. That is chaos.
All right, so Temp, you said Smoke, Lee May, and
Reptile. Yeah, Reptile's always exciting in every game. I'm always super curious.
I
what
agree
they're
with
gonna do
you.
with
Reptile's super sick. Like, just as a character, he always has intrigue surrounding him. How about you, down 4?
Mine would be Fujin. I'm in a Reiko mood, so Reiko and probably I would say Bo or Havoc
Yeah,
as the
I thought you would
third.
say Bo.
Or Shinnok too. I would fucking lose my shit if Shinnok was in this.
Yeah, Shinnok would be tight.
I don't see that being possible, but man,
Yeah,
that'd be
I
sick.
don't think we're gonna see Shinnok for a good while.
Yeah.
All right.
Playable
Okay.
at least.
I heard from everybody except for Razor. How about you?
Reiko or Havoc, Serena. I guess the one I'd like to see most is Cyber Smoke. Just because I always want, Smoke to be a cyborg again.
Yeah. Cool. Those are good picks too.
I think people would definitely lose, like in the Nethercast, people lose their shit over Smoke because it would just be so unexpected. I feel like Reiko or Havoc are more expected at this point.
See, that's why I don't think we're just gonna get one. I don't know. I hope I'm not setting myself up. It's not even really setting myself up for disappointment because I'm not like I'm gonna be excited either way unless they do something really like off-putting. But like,
right.
So if I don't get like 2 or 3, hype reveals of characters I wasn't expecting, that's all right. Like it's all gonna come in time anyways. But if it's just Reiko and then it's everybody else is the ones in the reveal trailer, that would surprise me. I still think we're getting like a Reptile or Smoke or somebody else. I feel like you got to lead with 2. Not that the ones in the reveal trailer weren't big hitters. Absolutely, like Melina,
the thing
Katana,
I would
Sub.
expect to see is like after the reveal trailer, the website gave away that Johnny Cage is on the main roster too, but we didn't see him. So I expect to see Johnny Cage today.
I expect Johnny too.
I could see that too.
And the voice actor, dude, Andrew Bowen is fucking hyping it up. I
also just wouldn't be surprised, depending how in depth this reveal is, this trailer is, breakdown, whatever it ends up being. I wouldn't be surprised to see just more than what we got up front for, even if it's just like a glimpse, like they're on the like Mortal Kombat 9 style, where they're on the screen doing like a combo for like 5 seconds. They're not in depth showing. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a couple more characters than we're expecting. Like maybe we get 10 shown off or something here, 12, like, because even you think about the amount of weeks we have left before the actual release of the game, and it's only like 14 weeks or something. So they could easily show off 12 characters to varying degrees, some more in depth than others. A couple could just be a quick glimpse. Plus, I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a Cabal thing from the reveal where they're like, hey, check out the combat cast in, a week or tomorrow or whatever, and you'll get this character revealed.
Yeah, there's also like the possibility that we see like 3 we weren't expecting in cameo form.
Oh, yeah,
we'll get some cameos. We'll definitely get some cameos.
We have to, because are they just going to not use the mechanic? Like, they have to show cameos.
Yeah, and I don't expect them to just be like playable characters either. We have to get a couple cameos at least that aren't going to be playable.
Like, when they show off cameo, it's not just going to be like Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Right. Like Tor's going to show up on the screen, or like fucking, God, I don't know, like a chameleon or some stuff. Like it's going to be something that's going to be like, whoa, that person's a cameo. Cool.
If I was them and I wanted to flex, it would be Motaro.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
That's a good one. That is a good pick.
Yeah,
I think that's actually likely. That's a good idea. But yeah, I'm with you on that.
We had a question earlier in the chat. Somebody wanted to know my opinion on like story stuff. Like, if my biggest worries about story and lore in this game. I have to say, like, I'm not really invested, is the thing. Like, whatever they do with story mode, I'm not necessarily the target audience for that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So my only real like hopes is just that they don't redesign the characters so heavily that it's like, oh, Scorpion can't breathe fire anymore, or Reiko doesn't have the face paint and the hair. The characters need to at least look familiar for me to be happy.
What would you do, at least in your second example about the Reiko example, what would you do if their primary wasn't like that, but their alternates are more classic still.
Oh yeah, if they've got classic alts, I can live with that.
Okay.
I just don't want to. I just don't because there's a gameplay element of it too. I just don't want Kano to be King Kano from Snowblind and not have a cannonball and a knife throw. You know?
Right.
My bar for
Shat.
Kano is very low. I just don't want the gross stuff. That's all I. Get no more
I mean, that was just an
weird-
example. Like, you could do the King Kano to anybody, and it would piss me off.
I'm just
Yeah,
forwarding
that's
a message. Shad says hello. He is working.
Yeah, it's up
Cannot
Chad.
be here. He will be on the Nethercast episode later tonight, so you get some more opinions there. Trying to think. What was I gonna say? Because yeah, I guess in the Reiko example, I wouldn't be surprised if they change up to some degree, because I think that's just kind of what's going to be happening here. But yeah, I would have to imagine we'll still get the classics, and hopefully they do a better job of it here and make like hopefully there's no like, how did they not include this outfit? You know, like hopefully there's more
Right,
of
well,
it's
it's
actually
more about,
having
like,
it all.
Like I think about Sonya in 11 not having the leg grab.
Right.
That's what I'm worried about.
Sure. Yeah, that's the
'cause
thing
it's-
is
when you say Scorpion's not dead, I'm like, well, most of his superpowers came when he died, so how you gonna do his moves?
that's the thing too, is like if you're changing up characters like you're mentioning, if these characters are going to get new backstories, new origins, new like things happen, some things don't happen, and so on and so forth, like that could be more than just visually, that could be gameplay. As crazy as it is to think of characters, well, I can't even say as crazy it is to think without their classic moves, because there's been several games where there's been no classic moves, sadly.
I think Scorpion will still die. It just won't be Sub-Zero who kills him. That's what I think is going down, but we'll see.
You think what? Sorry, I missed that.
I think Scorpion is still going to die and become a Spectre. I just don't think it's going to be Sub who kills him this time.
Yeah.
It's going to be Kano, and obviously Scorpion will get his revenge and kill Kano, and obviously Kano will become Noob Saibot. It's just mad.
What
Oh,
is
dude,
it
that would
with
actually
you
be fun.
guys and this Kano sprite was used for noob and
Yeah.
MK3 stuff? Like, we don't need
Because
to
it's
keep going back
hilarious.
to that.
That would be fucking funny.
Because I know how you feel about it, and saying it out loud makes me laugh.
I feel that way about it because you keep bringing it up. That's the only reason.
And I keep bringing it up because it's still funny. It's never not funny.
It's just an Ouroboros now.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's my favorite Ouroboros.
I have no idea what the hell that is.
It's that and the references
It's
to
the
Malibu
snake eating its
comics.
tail.
Oh.
It's also Strider's Super
Oh, yeah,
Monsters
okay.
Capcom 1.
I know what you're talking about now. Shout out to everybody watching, tuning in. Over 400 people right now. You guys are great. Guys and
I
girls.
also I need to apologize to the chat because I forgot to switch over from the Game Awards tab. So I was like, man, everyone's typing hella fast. Like, why is everyone talking about Morbius? What's going on?
See, that's what I don't like about like the chats like on Twitch. You know,
Yeah.
if you have a big enough following, the chat is moving so fast it's impossible to read. At which point, why
I'll move my
bother
mic, guys.
participating in the chat?
I can turn you up too, so we'll balance it out.
Well, I got the mic in front of me, like about a foot closer now, so we might be good. We'll
Okay.
see.
Like,
Just let me know, yeah, any audio things, please. So thank you, who did that? Iquinsu Ocha, once again, thanks for your super chat, by the way. But thank you for letting us know if anybody's low volume or higher volume than anybody else, like to a noticeable degree, you know. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but please let us know. That is one thing where spam that chat, because I don't want to go the entire stream and have that not noticed, because that's going to suck. But yeah, so far it looks like just the pre-show right now is just like a little intro waiting thing, so nobody's missing anything. I'll definitely be putting it up on the screen when it's actually ready to go. So don't you worry. I do need to check with you all, unless you want to just have everybody on your own screen. We run the risk of being out of sync for that. But if
We should probably test it just to have
let
it,
me test it real quick, just so we're ready. Because I can never remember if it's the application or the screen that I need to share. So let me try screen.
well, my
There we go.
my guess that the Summer Game Fest stream would be starting with a pre-show was wrong. It's just a countdown.
Yeah, it's just kind of like
Yeah.
a placeholder thing. It's like what we do, or what most streamers do for like the first 2 minutes, just to kind of settle in.
Right, but
they're
theirs
doing
is
that
going
for
to be
30
running
minutes.
for half an hour. Yeah.
Is there audio on this?
It should be. So here, let me jack it up. Can you hear that?
I can't hear shit.
Okay, so then let's try. Let me try sharing the other thing. Let me try sharing the application. That's what I wanted to check for sure. How about now?
Okay, I can hear it now.
Okay, then we're good. Let me turn it back down. I want to drown you guys out. And yeah, I don't know if you guys want to see the countdown thing. It's not really a countdown even, it's just kind of there, but I can switch over to where I'm smaller if you guys want to see that on the screen at least. I have that already set up, so it's kind of up to all y'all.
Yeah, I'm fine either way.
Matters not to me. Which characters are we hoping to be in this gameplay reveal? So we each answered that already, but just to kind of summarize again, for me it was Ashra, Cyrax, Kenshi. Those would be my top 3 most excited for me. I mean, I want to see a lot of the 3D era, but yeah, just in general, personally, those are my like most wanted in this game in general. And then for the others, I think Down4 said Fujin, Bo,
And Reiko.
and a little bit of Havoc, I think. Shinnok
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, those two. as well.
Templa's Lime, Smoke, and Reptile. And Razor, Serena. Who were the other ones?
Reiko, Serena, and Cybersmoke.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah, Cyborg at all would be fucking hype.
And then I
would
think,
love that.
yeah, oh, absolutely. And then I think if Shad were here, I'm pretty sure he would be most excited for Reiko and Smoke. I don't know beyond that, but those two especially.
Yeah.
Maybe Quan Chi.
Yeah, Quan would be a good one. That would be a funny inclusion here because not like alluding to anything, but like that would be the ultimate. You think you know what's going on, but you have no idea. It's like, here's Quan Chi. I was like, what the fuck?
Him or
Alright.
Ermac.
Yeah, tight. Just really throw a wrench in what everybody thinks. That would be awesome.
Be a lot of angry Italians.
Specifically.
Serena would be sick though. She's not on my list,
Yeah.
but I'd love to see Serena.
Yeah, Serena would be tight. Speaking of which, PP, dude wants Serena clown face. Dude, go fuck yourself. How about that? I've seen you in our comments popping off saying, talking shit.
What do you have against Serena?
I don't know. Serena's a
He's
great character.
Probably 14 years old. Don't worry about it.
I do
He's
like
easily-
the clown face.
It's a good clown face.
It's a quality clown face.
The pink, like the pink rosy cheeks, were almost like it almost makes me think of like cat whiskers. That's how I look at it.
Clown cat.
PP, I'm glad you could take that in jest. We're just having fun here. Justice Didn't, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Who are your top 3 non-playable Cameo Fighter predictions? Predictions. Okay, so 3 non-playable See, that's tough because you hear a lot of things, and I don't want that to influence anything. But if I'm just going off of like pure logistics, I think Down4, whoever said something before, Motaro makes a lot of sense. So I think that would be number 1 as a cameo. Would be a great pick for a cameo. I'm trying to think who else would make a great cameo. Like the perfect cameos.
I know there are people who will sort of be disappointed with my logic, but I believe that Jade is the perfect cameo because she's the ultimate sidekick character.
Right.
She has like no story of her own. She's only good hanging out with Katana.
Damn.
I mean, I don't have a counter argument. I just want Jade. Like my argument is that I want Jade. It's like, hey, cake's not good for you, and I'm saying I want cake. It's like it has a lot of sugar, but I still want cake.
Oh, that's a good one. Tremor. I think Tremor would be a good cameo.
I'm thinking maybe female Nightwolf might be a cameo. As a prediction, I've never wanted a female Nightwolf, but I think as a cameo, she's a possibility. I don't know if they put her on the main roster.
Cabal or Striker would be good. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Striker. I have a bet against Smoke Man that I believe Suhao will be a cameo. He doesn't. It's like $20, so I'm hoping Suhao is a cameo. I really hope they come out of the gate with that because that would just be so good.
Adam Wilson, Ferritor. So I have a thought of my own. I actually think Farah as a cameo, but Tor as a playable character. Now, I'm not saying that's ideal because I know Ferritor is not super popular, but I could easily see Tor being his own playable character. Maybe he just goes pure grappler, like the Lackey variation, and then Farah you can use as a cameo. It could be kind of interesting, I guess.
I would take that because I prefer Tor of the two.
But yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily a prediction as much as, like, to me, that would make some degree of sense. PP, $2 super chat. No, Serena! Thank you for the super chat.
I like how you read it in capital letters. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you
if
can
you're
keep
gonna type in all caps, that's how you have to say it.
keep talking as much shit as you want. Just keep throwing money our way. That'd be great.
yeah. If you could pay us, that's.
Thank you, Nerika. I appreciate that.
Walbert H with the $5 super chat. Crazy prediction. Mortal Kombat 11 Crypt has a prelude to the Return of Conquest, or was a prelude to the Return of Conquest. Excuse me. Yes. I think you're onto something. That is something that we've been talking about for years now, that it feels like they keep extending the crypt with each game. With Mortal Kombat 9, it was more open, and then with Mortal Kombat X, it was something you could actually like move through as a camera. And then Mortal Kombat 11, obviously, it was like full-on third-person, run around, breaking stuff. So I think that is absolutely extremely likely. I honestly am expecting a conquest mode of some sort in this game. Who knows if we'll get it, though? That is based off of nothing other than just your own, what you're putting forth there seems logical, as well as just kind of reading the room. Ed talks a lot about conquest.
I think it'll be conquest, but there's gonna be something different about it. Like, I don't know what, but I don't think it'll just be conquest.
Yeah, it'll be like a modern spin on it. I don't think it's gonna be a pure, like, they're just trying to remake Conquest. It'll be whatever version of Conquest mixed with the Crypt, mixed with whatever they're trying to do with it, like a story or something. Razino, and you're in our Discord, so I apologize if I mispronounce that. Raise Eno, whatever it is. Crazy prediction. Oh, $10 super chat. Thank you very much, by the way. Crazy prediction. They don't make reptiles stinky. Temp, your thoughts?
I would be very happy with that. I think Reptile should smell neutral because he's a fucking stealth character, so he shouldn't smell like anything. You shouldn't be able to smell Reptile when he's around.
Imagine just not telling us what characters smell like.
Yeah. He's a ninja and he's invisible. Like, he's invisible. Does he make the flies invisible? Well, I guess he could make the flies invisible because his clothes are invisible, but still.
Maybe he forms in this Liu Kang's new universe, he forms a partnership with Bo Raicho, and that way when he's sneaking around invisible, they just blame Bo for the stinkiness.
He's always around.
It's like a guise. It's just a cover up.
Just always stand next to Bo. Nobody will ever tell.
I mean, it would be funny if, Reptile was doing an assassination mission for Shang, and he just crabs up behind somebody. Like,
crabs up.
I like that.
I mean, I will say, interesting thought. There's no way that the guys writing will remember this. But the only reason that Reptile's people don't live on Earthrealm was because of Raiden and Shinnok. So if history is different and Raiden never had that fight, Reptile should be from Earth.
Yeah, that sounds right. I don't remember myself, but that sounds correct.
Yeah, they evolved from the dinosaurs and they left Earth for Zatera because of the war between Raiden and Shinnok, and then Zatera got conquered by Shao Kahn.
Yeah, there's no reason to have Stinky Reptile with no variations, like Rain Reptile says. I definitely think Reptile's in this game, though. How could he not be?
Now, to tell you the truth, if I had a choice between him like smelling really bad in the lore and him being green, I mean, I'd sigh, but I want him to be green, even if he smells bad. He needs to be a green ninja.
Reptile has literally only ever sat out 2 games, so it would be weird after he was just not in 11 to have him not in a game.
Yeah, I think he's in.
I think he's probably a lock for this.
Oh, Reptile. Like, if I had to place money on any character that hasn't actually been announced, it would be Reptile. Like, easily. I would bet the house on Reptile, like, honestly.
Yeah, in the general public, he is the 3rd ninja. He is the 3rd most popular ninja. In the when you're talking about Little Jimmy and Little Bobby, he is the green ninja, the 3rd.
Just throughout history, he's never missed more than 1 game, like, in a row, you know?
And he's in so much media, too.
Yeah. PP with the $2 super chat again. NK YouTubers overlook Darius. Gauntlets plus bald.
Are these supposed to be, like, pros?
There's an opinion. That's an opinion.
I just heard 2 cons.
Yeah. Fuck you, balding people.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Let's say, like, there's a reason why I always have a hat on. It's for everyone's sake here. You don't need to see a thinning hairline.
Will's Got Skills says, I reckon Motaro might rip Jax's arms off. I think it's going to be the reverse. I think Jax is going to rip off Motaro's legs. We'll see. We will see.
Oh god! So we'll get Cameo Motaro in his classic form, but then as DLC we'll get Motaro his Armageddon form.
Jack's gonna be all annihilation. I don't even need these things, but instead of taking off his arms, he just rips off Motaro's legs.
Well, he's gonna be missing the legs, but be dragging the rest of the horse body behind him like an extended butt.
It's gonna be like a handstand. It's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be great.
Just a friendly reminder to all 400 plus watching right now. If you could hit the like button, that would be awesome. Thank you. Love you. Fuck you. Bye. Let's see. Man, all right. Oh boy. All right, so 8 minutes to go, it looks like. Maybe we'll get Mortal Kombat off the rip. Maybe we'll be in for another 2 hours. We'll see.
My god. I hate that so much.
I'm having fun talking to all of you guys, so
yeah, it's
either way, we'll be good. But yeah, it'd be pretty damn awesome if it leads. I said before we started recording, and I said in the Discord this morning, like, I have such mixed emotions right now. I have like a mix of overwhelming excitement. I have a mix of anxiety, nervousness. I just like, it's almost like it's like Christmas morning where you know you're about ready to open up your gifts and find out what you got. But at the same point, you also can't get out of the back of your mind, like, this is Christmas and it's soon going to be over. And we're going to have to wait 365 days till the next, like, except for instead of a year, we're going to be having to wait, several years before we get to have this kind of moment again. Mm-hmm. Like, to be able to see the game for the very first time. Like, that only comes around every 4 or so years. So yeah, I'm kind of like, whoa, hold on now. It's like good sex or something. You're like, just hold on. You're going too fast. No.
Yeah.
Don't want this to be over. Please. No, this is just the beginning though. And even since the reveal, which was super hype, I also look at this with like some bit of hesitation, and I'm scared because I know once this hits, it's gonna be chaos, like pure chaos. Like the Discord's gonna be insane, where there's gonna be like nonstop discussion. At least today, like it's gonna be like flooded with messages. It's gonna be hard to keep up. Plus, doing all the videos and the streams, and it's like a good thing. It's like a
after as well. From
yeah.
creators or whatever.
So yeah, it's gonna be insane. It's just gonna be super chaotic in a good way, like a good chaotic, but chaotic nonetheless. So it's a good problem to have, is the best way to put it. But yeah, I'm excited. I hope this lives up to all the hype.
Yeah, for the record, for the people in the chat who've noticed that our feed of the stream is like 30 seconds behind, there's not a damn thing we can do about that. Sorry.
Yeah, let's say I can refresh. Let's see, 33, 530. Let's see what we get if I refresh. I doubt it'll change anything, but no, that just made it worse.
It just made it worse. What the fuck?
It knew what you were trying to do. It's like you're being impatient. Minus 5 seconds.
We got penalized. It's only a few seconds, guys. It'll be all right. The point is, we all find out together. That's what we're here for. It's a party.
I mean, we'll probably be pretty quiet when the footage is up, so that we can pay attention, and then all the real discussion will be after.
Oh boy! Oh, and I missed super chat when we were talking about that. So Honey Dap with the $5. Thank you very much, Dap. You're awesome. A great part of our community. So thank you. I love this new PS2 MK game that came out last week, but I think they put Street Fighters on the title screen as a mistake. Weird. Yeah, people are loving their Street Fighter. We talked about that earlier before you guys joined, but
Oh really?
No, they haven't played Blanca yet.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think the consensus is that Street Fighter's raised the bar, and they're hoping Mortal Kombat 1 can live up to that expectation. And I was mentioning how it's interesting because in the past, with like Mortal Kombat 9 and Mortal Kombat 11, the previous Street Fighter came out like 2 or 3 years prior to it. Whereas this one, obviously, we're talking about just a couple months before release. So they don't have as much time to adapt or learn from anything that Street Fighter's doing. So they got to come out of the gate with their own stuff. So hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's great.
I just want to say about Blanca, obviously, in order for DJ and Honda to rise, others must fall. That's just, there's checks and balances.
I am super happy about DJ. Like, every time I see DJ on screen, it's like a miracle. Because I've been defending that character for years.
He's like actually a cool character now, and not like that weird guy that I wish would stop coming back.
He was always a cool character, #Maximum.
DJ is the biggest redemption for sure.
I
fucking hated DJ.
He's a more interesting Guile. That's what it is. He's Guile with a cooler kit. And he's Jamaican.
Yeah, but now his hair doesn't look dumb.
Oh, the hair wasn't bad.
Yeah, his design's way better now.
I do think he could have used eyebrows.
I do like his alt in the game though. It looks good too.
Yeah. I mean, well, he looks like the movie DJ from the 93. But he does his current primary does kind of have a Simpsons vibe, so but it's not bad. But I like it though. But yeah. But yeah, I'm really hoping, if at the very least, I want everyone in the reveal trailer to get gameplay, which would be a lot of characters, by the way. Let's take Shang Tsung out of that, because Shang Tsung's pre-ordered DLC. I don't think he's going to be there.
Is it just because you really love those characters, or
it's half that, because I really do want to see what Katana can do in this game, because I've liked her pretty much in every NRS rendition. But a lot of it is just to answer some questions too, like what does a human Raiden even play like? Because MK11, God Raiden was boring. So what does a human Raiden look like?
That's what I'm saying. He's already boring.
Well, I love him in MKX. MKX Raiden was like the most big trouble Little China thing they've ever done with Raiden, and we didn't get that back.
So
yeah, I did like some Raiden's moves in that.
logistically though, like let's say they're going to show off 10 characters and we already got 9 confirmed because of Johnny if you add him to the mix. Like you'd rather see you'd rather see all those characters, only like one new character shown off versus like a half and half situation.
Well, I don't think they'll show Johnny. I could be wrong, but I do not think Johnny's going to be revealed today. And the reason is because I think they want to do something big with this trailer, something very cinematic, something very funny. So I don't think they would waste Johnny on the gameplay reveal.
Could he maybe be the one that's like the teaser at the end? Maybe I could see that.
Maybe, but the MK11 Johnny reveal was a really big deal. And it was like universally acclaimed in how they did it. So I imagine they're going to try to go for that again.
Yeah, the Johnny trailer was great. We all reacted to that. It was like super early in the morning for some reason.
That was one of the best trailers.
It was good.
No, maybe they just say we'll do that again, but we just won't do it with Johnny this time. We'll do it with Havoc.
Like I'm trying to think of the best character reveal trailers they've done, and I think of Mortal Kombat 9 Noob. Yeah. And I think of the Johnny one for Mortal Kombat 11. The Goro one for Mortal Kombat X was good. Anybody? Those are kind of like the top 3 that come to my mind, anyways.
Raiden was the big reveal for me. I think the Evo Raiden trailer.
The Evo Raiden was good. Yeah,
because we had not seen much of the game yet. That was, I think he was one of the earliest trailers we got, and we were still like, okay, we know Bug Lady, we know Ferritor. What are the classics going to look like? And Raiden was the first one we got. In like July of that year, and that was insane, honestly.
A skeleton that is both spooky and scary. First of all, love your username. I know you've been commenting on our stuff for many years, so thanks for hanging out. But they ask, wait, who all is talking? Temp, Razor, Cyborg, and who? That's Down Ferality. He's not like a main host on the Nethercast, but he's like extended family, basically. He does some of the Warrior Shrines. He's done some of the live streams, that type of stuff.
Yeah, he's part of tier 2, like Django and Smokeman.
I prefer the term next generation.
All right, show's starting. I'll turn this up.
All right.
Let me know if I need to adjust any volumes.
Welcome to Summer Game Fest.
I think we're good.
I'm just turning up on my end for game
can you
show.
just turn it up slightly?
Yeah.
We are in person, and today we've got a look at what's next in video games for you. We are live here in Los Angeles at YouTube Theater, and it feels so good to be in person with a live fan audience for the first time ever. Welcome, everybody.
Nuclear Raptors, a 3D era Nethercast character.
When I started Summer Game Fest back in 2020 from a small bedroom, I never
but one of the good ones, like Kenshi.
grow into this. Today, the video game industry has come together to show you what's next. This is a cross-industry showcase, meaning no matter where you play games, I hope you'll discover a new game to put on your wish list. The landscape of video game events has certainly changed
They're
over
putting
the
it
past
early.
few years, but one thing hasn't. There are a lot of great games in development, and our singular goal today is to get you excited about the future. In just a few minutes, we'll see the first extended gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Razor, you are watching the screenshot.
I got it up in 2 windows. I'm seeing it a little bit early.
The reveal of Fortnite's
Gotcha.
next season.
This is the problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
I actually
do
turned my TV
have
off because I was like 20
very
seconds
special
ahead. I
grand
was like,
finale that you're not
Yeah,
gonna
I'm blocking
want
the
to
chat
miss.
for now.
All I'll say right now. Let's get right to the games and gameplay. The first reveal is something you're not expecting, which makes it that much more exciting. Here we go.
So not Mortal Kombat.
Not Mortal Kombat yet. He said in a few minutes, so that could mean anything.
Gotcha.
I believe what they're currently showing, at least in my feed, is Prince of Persia.
Okay, yeah. It's either that or Hades. 2D Hades.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it though. 2D Hades.
I was like, it's either 2D Hades or GameCube Prince of Persia.
Weren't they working on a remake of Sands of Time? Whatever happened to that?
No, that's a good question. I heard about that too.
This looks more like the original Prince of Persia, like side-scroller and shit.
And again, they weren't prepared for me.
He has like an air dash.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the Strider Hero game they released about 10 years ago.
Yeah, I could see that.
I wish that game had gotten more attention because it was nice to see Capcom like bringing back older franchises.
I didn't get very far, but I enjoyed what I played. And I love Strider Hero, so I would love to see him more.
Snap Cell says,
I
can't hear. Can you all hear the stream through my end?
I can hear it, but I think the volume might lower a bit when it goes through YouTube feed. But I can't say for sure.
In these times of darkness,
So let me know volume-wise if I need to adjust anything.
keeps us fighting.
This is a long trailer.
I will fulfill my destiny and save the kingdom.
Game Fest volume up, please. Yes, I can do that. Just let me know if I need to turn them up because everybody else's voices are on the same track, so I don't want anybody to get drowned out.
There's a little surprise. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is coming in January 2024. A brand new action-adventure platformer in the iconic series with deep combat, some huge boss fights, and of course, incredible platforming, puzzles, and animation, bringing a modern take on the legendary franchise.
It's coming up.
You'll be able to see more at Ubisoft Forward, streaming on Monday as part of Summer Game Fest. All right, let's move
Razor,
along
watch
to another iconic video
Just
game
watch the
franchise
same one.
celebrated 30 years.
You're gonna be
That's
acting
right.
shit like 20 seconds ahead.
It's time for
No,
Mortal
I'm not gonna.
Kombat 1.
I just wanted to, let you
All right,
guys
let's
know
do it.
that- yeah.
Okay,
Couldn't keep you
gotcha.
waiting on this one. It has been 4 years since MK11, and ever since, Ed Boon and the team
got the
at
tinglies.
NetherRealm have been hard at work
Yeah.
on the most ambitious MK yet that reboots the series into a new era timeline. And it's coming this September. Everyone has been asking, what does it look like? Who's on the roster? How do the new Kameo Fighters work?
Anxiety.
Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video is literally insane. Here is an extended first look at the story,
Literally insane. Yeah.
gameplay, and yes, of course, the fatalities of Mortal
right, turning it up for
Kombat
everybody.
1. Let's do it.
About to get demonetized to the Game Fest.
Oh
Oh.
shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck is that?
Alright, that was good.
I have had enough of you. Then go before I put you down. Fight.
Damn.
God, dude. What the fuck?
Okay, combos, that's good.
Yep. Man, I think Sub looks so good.
I'm so scared he's gonna break away.
Today, you have proven worthy of joining us.
What the fuck is that?
There are other champions.
It's okay.
I must gather.
Oh shit, okay. It was
What do you
That's
want?
good too.
Sento.
Shadow
My
Breeze
family
shit.
blade. Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
Oh, is that Cage?
That's
Oh, okay.
Holy shit.
it.
Okay, so that's Sub as a cameo, it looks like.
Oh, retro skin.
Sub in a suit?
No, that's... What? This
I
is
don't know what I'm looking at.
this is Johnny Cage and Kenshi.
Kenshi, I'm assuming?
So
Okay, well, that makes sense, yeah.
Wow, Johnny and
Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
holy fuck.
that stage looks
Oh,
sick.
Jax!
Oh, Jax, MK2? Oh my god, MK2 Jax. Holy
That was
fuck.
sick. Oh my god,
Dude.
he's doing it in the air?
What? Yeah,
Scorpion has a
Kusari Gama.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
sick.
But you're in
Look at this.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
Yo!
Dude, what the fuck?
Oh, Sonya!
Dude!
Okay,
classic
Sonya assist, yeah.
And
Kano
Kano.
assist.
Kano, oh my god. Oh my
This-
For all the
this-
cameos, this is retro skin.
This
Yeah.
stage is so fucking awesome. Holy shit.
Yeah, this was good.
That
Holy
stage is
shit.
exactly what I've wanted.
Did y'all see that fucking combo?
If your disease
Her
becomes
mouth.
known, you will be banished. I only
Wow,
want
dude.
what's best for you.
Or do you secretly covet my
Is this some
throne?
Clash shit?
I have no idea.
That looks
Okay,
like
that
Clash.
looks sick.
Look at this stage.
Oh my god, Adinia, dude.
Dude.
Oh!
Oh!
Dude, what is happening?
Tomorrow, though, is it?
It looked like either Goro or a regular Shokan. I couldn't tell.
That was so strange. Oh my. Okay,
That was
classic Lao.
Wow, yeah.
God, these stages. The stages are so sick. Oh, Striker!
Oh my god! Oh my fucking
God, dude, I am losing my mind. I have goosebumps. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Dude, what? Is that like a tag?
That was a
X-ray?
tag X-ray.
That was a tag
Or
X-ray.
a tag super,
What
yeah.
the fuck?
Oh, okay. Okay,
What?
they can do fatalities, dude.
What?
Who is that?
That's
Johnny
Johnny.
Cage.
Wait, no, I mean the body.
Oh, I did not see. Oh my fucking
Dude,
god.
I have like. God!
Dude, what?
This is so.
Like that. It's simple.
Dude, that is so fucking sick. This is. Ugh. I am like. I have goosebumps. I like legitimately have chills from that, and that usually does not
I
happen.
mean, that was pretty
That's
good, right,
awesome.
guys?
Holy fuck.
Now, I'm sure you have many
Oh, my
questions
heart.
about what we just saw, and to tell you
Oh, it's
more,
booting.
I am so honored to welcome to Summer
Damn
Game
it!
Fest.
The
one
stream
of our
hasn't gotten there
Sorry.
yet.
Yeah.
Stop it!
Man
You're
with the
confusing the
one of
viewers.
Same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me in welcoming
Okay.
to Summer
Oh,
Game
so many
Fest,
emotions.
the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed
Please
Boon.
break this down. We have to get. I want some explanations. This
Yeah,
is so
one more.
insane, dude. The cameos are not just there popping up on screen. They're doing They're doing fatalities. They're classic skins. This is insane.
Congratulations.
The stages
I
look
love ya.
the
All
best
right, well,
ever.
Ed,
Holy
first
shit.
of
Cyborg, you
all,
got fucking
thank you for
Kenshi.
that incredible world
He's just-
premiere. We got to see
I'm so
all the
confused.
gameplay of MK1, and
Okay,
everyone just wants to know more about this.
I'll
'cause
shut
first
up,
of all,
but- oh
this
my
is
God.
in a it's MK1, right? It went from 11 to 1. So tell us about this. Is it a new timeline?
Yeah. I don't know how many people have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story. And so Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now, and there's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of rebooting, and that's what the 1 is for.
Well, it looks incredible. Everything we saw there was, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team has been working for 4 years on this, but the thing we got to talk about are these cameos, because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, so tell us, how does that work? You have your sort of your main, character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu, so you pick sort of here when you start the game.
Yes.
Normally in a fighting game, you'll see
good.
a roster, basically, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the Kameo Fighters. And these fighters actually...
Okay, this is
they will
sick.
join the fight, but they...
A lot of blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, but you have
This
more
is
Jax
so
moves.
fucking
and you
tight.
can call him out. You
I
can do
can't
it
believe how
multiple
good
times.
Jax
as you saw
looks.
It's about
in gameplay,
16.
Dude,
So you can
Kano, look at him. He actually looks like
basically
Rich.
combine these two
Holy
characters.
Like in a
Can be
kind
combined
of a way. It's not
with
his
all
face,
these
but
Yeah.
like
fighters, and that's where you see. That's where the
And
player's
Kenshi
kind of
looks sick,
imagination
dude.
comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing. The best team ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time-based? Like, how often do they come into? It's not a tag team thing, right? Where
Yeah, exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety. So you can go,
Oh my
push
God.
that button with towards, and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different move. And so the combination.
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo. Almost.
Exactly. And you see there's like a meter up on top, which is basic. That'll limit it so you can't.
What the
fire
fuck?
them
dude.
indefinitely, but you can call them pretty much whenever you want, and they have like in the middle of a combo they'll have a lot of basically a whole arsenal of their moves. So Sonya, you'll come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
Amazing. So time-based, they come out, and then obviously as you go through, You revealed some of them there, but is it a different set of characters that'll be in the cameos? Are there some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? You can play. Same thing with Scorpion. But a lot of our Cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro
popped in there.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay,
So there's a
Goro.
lot of like kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the Cameo characters to feel, kind of nod to the old games.
Well, speaking of nodding the old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or at least known that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as Johnny Cage, right? Is that true?
Yes.
People don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it?
It's a huge first full circle moment. The first Mortal Kombat game, we originally wanted to be Van Damme, the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. We were this close, like 4 or 5 times. And so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices, too.
Wow.
So you're going to hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines and stuff like that. We're really excited about it.
Wow. Well, I know the team has been working so hard in Chicago to build this through COVID, and it's coming out in September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. This has been a very difficult secret to keep over the last 4 years. And so, but we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters. So there's a lot of reveals that are coming up.
Amazing. Well, Ed, thank you so much for giving us the first look at MK1. As you said, this weekend people will be playing it, press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage.
Oh my
lots more
God,
characters
yes.
to reveal on the main roster and cameos.
Fuck.
Ed Boon, thank you so much. First look at Mortal Kombat. Awesome. Thanks so much. Amazing. So excited about that one. All right. Next up, it's been a fun couple weeks for
Okay, we're
action
going back.
RPG fans.
Yeah.
The release of Diablo
fuck
4,
this.
which is
I
truly
wanna watch.
fantastic.
Dude, MK3
Another
Striker
big
looks
and
so good. I wish he was
what does
fucking
it
just
look like?
on the
Who's on the-
roster. God damn it.
Okay, hold on. Let me go a little
The
further.
story, game.
All right, so let's do a quick how people feeling from that. Holy shit! Before we go back through, we'll go back through again. But first of all, those probably have to be the best stages I think ever. They look so fucking good to
They're
me.
definitely better than X's. Absolutely. And probably 11s too so far. They look really good.
I'm gonna turn it down just a tad and let it play.
And yes, of course, the
They're very pretty. I like the colors. There's a lot of
The colors, yeah, dude.
I was going through 11 stages a few weeks ago on the Discord and being like, yes, this has colors, but it only has 2 of them. But these ones, there is in fact a full range.
God, yeah, the stages I think some of my favorite already, just out of the gate. This is exactly what I've been asking for, more Asian influenced stages, more classic looking, just in terms of the Mortal Kombat 1 feel, and that's what I'm getting. You're getting the Japanese gardens, Shang Tsung gardens, Shirai Ryu Fire Garden, that kind of aesthetic. We're getting a Dinya,
There are other champions, I must gather.
so sick.
What do you want?
And even this one, Johnny's house or whatever.
I was so
Or is this
confused when I
Kenshi's?
saw what's on his hand. Holy crap!
So he's
He
got
looks
tattoos.
So the premise here in this scene is that Kenshi he wants his sword, but Johnny currently owns it. And also it looks like Kenshi isn't blind yet, but then we saw the roster and he does have a blindfolded skin.
Right.
I swear, I thought he was Cole Young at first. He looks so similar.
I wonder if he is blind, but he just doesn't have the blindfold, because even the way he fights looks like he has his head down like he's blind.
Also,
He's not looking.
I'm
Oh,
not
right
sure
there.
how
So
much-
Kenshi, hold on. Kenshi was tied up there. So he was held. He's being held in a chair or whatever. Hold on, the ducky
Does
and
Johnny
the
not have a shadow
inflatables.
kick?
So here's what I think is going on, is that this is so early in the story, Johnny hasn't learned his superpowers yet or
Gotcha.
something.
Yeah, this is
'cause-
definitely.
There are no green shadows either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see.
This is definitely like a penthouse in LA. You can tell, like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can see
This
the
is
palm
Johnny
trees
Cage's
and everything.
apartment.
Dude, I love the casual outfits though. Those look like fucking so cool.
Split punch.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there's
It's
a lot
very
of street clothes
95.
so far.
yeah, I love the stage. Like, look at that. That is fucking awesome.
And then, yeah, the inflatable and Flamingo and Ducky with the sunglasses.
Did we see any interactables in this?
I
Don't think so.
If
So-
the interactables are gone, fucking thank God.
Okay, so Kenchi's tied up
that
over
would be
here.
really good news.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector.
They changed Johnny's face way too much.
Yeah, I agree. He was unrecognizable to me.
Okay,
But,
see what we can
yeah.
find here.
It's a mashup between Lyndon Ashby and whatever.
Oh my
MKX
god,
was.
dude, that Jax is perfect.
Yeah, the Jax
Yeah.
is. It gives me chills.
I love the
seeing
He's
red.
that
got
shit.
he's got the
MK2
mustache,
pants, dude.
the hairstyle, everything.
We haven't seen MK2 Jax like that since MK2. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All the cameos are great, in my opinion. I
Yeah.
love MK3 Striker gave me chills.
God, these combos.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I just love the long combos. That's the
Yeah.
best part.
Oh, I know what I'm. So Johnny's face is reminding me of an actor, and I couldn't place it. It's fucking Rob Lowe.
That's a good fit, dude. That's a good fit.
Oh man.
I can totally see Rob Lowe. There we go.
Because I'm thinking it's the exec, the douche from Wayne's World.
There you go. Yeah, I could
And
see
Tommy
it.
See
Boy.
that a bit,
I
yeah.
totally see it.
Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
This stage is super sick. The one that they
The
show.
movement looks very MK11 to me.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, but it's the walk speed looks a lot faster though. That
Yeah,
seems
it's-
to be the biggest difference.
Yeah, let's say this stage might be my favorite that they show. This is like perfect.
Yeah,
The
this
mountains
looks
in the
fucking-
background. This is like straight MK1 stuff with the statues.
Yeah.
Or I should say original MK, whatever the fuck. Getting confusing now.
The
But
temples.
this has to be
yeah.
what, Wuxi Academy, you think? Because of the giant statues with the ropes?
I would guess this is a Shaolin temple. Yeah.
You have skills.
So yeah, it looks like they have a platform.
Inexperienced.
Okay, so here's Kenshi here. So
Even that stage, that costume, I mean, that's pretty fucking.
So this is
That's
Kenshi
what-
here early on, it looks like, talking to Raiden. So Kenshi, maybe he starts off as a bad guy or goes to a bad guy. And I don't know what the hell this could mean.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if this was after the fight with Johnny, and Liu has brought them all back to the temple to train each other.
Right. Yeah, that would make sense.
Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
All these remind me of like Lou's original outfit that got scrapped, where he was like just a monk.
Dude, yeah, it's totally giving me like the original movie vibes.
Yeah.
Like that
This
orange
is so
outfits.
fucking cool.
Yeah, in the background they're fighting. God, this is sick.
Yeah.
And then
It's like
classic
almost like
Sonya.
courtyard vibes too.
And the
with
classic
monks and everything.
Yeah, and I think these classic skins look better than what they were in X and 11.
Oh, dude,
Like,
no, 100%. They're 100% better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that you can see in the background. That is the Wuxi Academy.
Right.
Like
Yeah, the
statues
statue.
holding up
Oh,
the-
it
That's
is.
what I was saying, yeah, with
It
the
is,
ropes
holy
and
fuck.
everything. That's what I was saying from
Holy
like Deadly
shit.
Alliance. Or
What a
not
cool way
yeah,
to
Deadly
do
Alliance,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Deadly Alliance. Yep.
It's like moving around and stuff. Yeah,
What a
that's
cool
really
revision
cool, dude.
of the stage. Yeah.
The canvas is a lot smaller though.
It works
Yeah.
in 2D. They had to change it for like, yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, so we got Sonya. So do we think Sonya and Kano and Jax aren't gonna be base roster? I'm thinking that's what this is saying.
Yeah. I think he straight up said like some
maybe.
of them will not be like.
Awesome
I
if
think he
so. I
alluded
know
to
there's a lot of
those,
fans
yeah.
for Sonya and stuff, but like
If Kano isn't
man,
playable, I'll be so happy.
that just even if they come as later as DLC, like late DLC, I will be so happy because that means so many other characters we haven't seen, man. That's slots that are opening up. And Raiden looks really good. What do you think about this temp? Like
I don't know. He looks good so far. I'm trying to make out what the move is though. So the teleport looks good. The teleport's completely different.
God, that
sick.
kick. That fucking cartwheel kick. I love shit like that. And when I see this stage, like we've talked about this before recently, but like I'm going too far, but this is giving me such vibes where like Lee May shows up here to get trained or something. Like this still I'm saying it. I'm gonna drive it home, but she fits so perfectly for like this game's aesthetic, these stages and everything.
Yeah.
Like Shijinko would fit right in home here. Like that would be so awesome. Kai, oh, could you imagine Kai in this? Like he would look sick, dude.
There is one thing though. Right before Raiden shot the projectile, he like made a little ball and it hovered in front of his head like it's a 2-stage. I don't know about that because I remember when he had him and Liu Kang's duelist variation would have these set a trap and hit another button combination to trigger it, and it was never really useful because it was so slow.
Right.
So I guess we'll see, but the rest of it looks fine. I'm pretty happy with like.
Yeah, it goes really quick, so I'm curious if that's like a trap or what.
Yeah. There's speed, there's longer strings than 11 had, I think.
Do we like the... Well, that's fucking sick, the dragon, fire dragon come out of Liu Kang's kick, but how do you feel about Scorpion using that weapon?
I wonder if it's not like that's something that... like a gear type thing where you can equip different kinds of spear or it changes at certain points in the story because like right there he's got the kunai.
Well, he's got both.
Okay,
it's on his hip. The other thing's on his hip, whereas kunai's still coming from his...
so it's like they gave him 2 chain weapons,
right? So here he's using the non-kunai.
Instead of spear and sword. I guess I do like that better than him having the swords.
Yeah, that's good.
I
That's
prefer
a good
it
call.
over the swords.
See, he's got the kunai here in hand and this here.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
The thing that I think is most intriguing to me is something that I've fantasy pitched before and wanted to see for a long time is that the cameos can participate in the supers and fatalities, like the fact that there are tag team finishing moves and that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a little more than I was expecting. I know people have been speculating like the idea of them having their own fatals, but like I didn't expect it to actually happen, and here we are. That actually... I mean, that goes back to what we were talking about in the last Nethercast when Temp was talking about cameos and them being more robust than just like tower things, and it seems like that is the case. I think he's right that these are going to have a lot more to them.
It's absolutely,
Kano looks so good here. Classic MK original Kano.
I am wondering how many they're going to be doubled up into the roster though, because what happens is, so this is interesting. So every time a character's on the roster and is a cameo, the number 16 goes down to 15 and then to 14 and to 13. So I do kind of wonder how many original cameos we're going to be getting.
Okay, so this starts off with Raiden.
Well, here's the thing is that because the cameos have so far been classic skins, that means you can palette swap all the ninjas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that saves a lot of space in making them. But so in theory, if you have like a roster of 30 and then 30 cameos, that's 900 potential combinations for tag team super moves.
Right.
But it looks more like there's going to be like an empty slot, like there's a pre-planned gap in your super move for the cameo to come in and do his super move.
It's sort of how like
just work together.
It's sort of how like Street Fighter Cross Tekken did it, I think, where they have like a set thing that they do, and then the other guy has the unique one or whatever.
Yeah, it's a stock animation.
Yeah. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, that works. That sounds right. Yeah.
But also, there's some interesting stuff story-wise, some implications. Like at the beginning, Kung Lao throws his hat like he's forgotten it doesn't have a blade on it.
Thanks for the super chat, Rezino. You can use the official video instead of the stream for better quality. Yep, good call. I switched over just now.
So there's that, and then there's this bit where Melina is growing the teeth and is like, Liu Kang created her with a normal mouth, and old timeline Melina is like reasserting itself for some reason.
I make up
Yeah, so let's go
Interesting.
to that point because she mentioned something about you're threatening the throne or coveting the throne. I think Melina
Yeah,
is on
it's-
the throne.
It sounds like Melina's the queen of Edenia and Katana's the younger sister or something.
Yeah, let's listen back here. Because, yeah, that was hard to catch fully what they were saying.
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished.
Okay, so if your disease becomes known, you will be banished. So she's trying to hide the mouth thing and all that stuff going on.
Yeah.
I only want what's best for you.
Or do you secretly covet my throne?
So Katana's trying to help her and protect her, basically. Melina thinks she's just being jealous. Okay.
I hate to voice a negative, but I don't know about the voice acting for Melina. That was a problem 11 had too.
Is that the same voice actress?
I believe it's the same voice actress from 11, yeah. Good Katana, bad Melina.
Oh, so they do both?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, let's... God, this stage looks so good, too. This way, it's up there with favorites. Go down a little bit.
I think other than the Pyramid of Argus type stuff, this is the first time we've had an Edenia stage.
Yeah.
Ever.
And clearly we're going to get more story presence here, so that's cool. So I'm trying to get a good front shot of Goro because this is
It's so
different
strange
Goro.
seeing him with pants.
Bro,
Everyone in this screen has pants.
yeah, everyone has pants in this. I mean,
So
there's no
here's
doubt
what I'm
going to be
thinking.
alts and stuff, but I'm curious.
Goro is the only cameo we've seen who has a new skin, so he's probably main roster.
That's a good call out. Yeah, I think all the classic one. Well, Sub had a classic one, but yeah, I think for the most part, that's probably a good logic to go off of.
Yeah.
Unless it was because Goro wasn't in MK11. So maybe if they were in MK11, they're... I don't know. I guess... I do want to get back to that select screen, because that in itself, that was sick. Okay, so this has a day version as well as a night version.
Nice.
I don't know if you noticed that as well, the tea house thing.
Yeah, I was disappointed Street Fighter 6 didn't do that this time. They did it in Street Fighter 5.
Even that
Is this the Living Forest? Look at the trees.
Oh yeah, there's the face. Yeah.
Oh, this looks cool
So-
in the day. Interesting.
So either they've decided to go with like the Malibu idea that the Living Forest used to be part of Edenia. Like it's not the Laughing Forest, but
Right.
still either it's in Edenia or this is actually pretty Outworld.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
I
I do.
Oh, and here's
God
Striker.
damn the boy.
God, the boy, the man
And they got
himself.
the cap right this time. It's facing the
Yeah,
right direction.
dude.
Dude,
Yeah, he even
Or the
looks
ones
like,
that changed it on launch again.
Yeah, oh my god, that would piss me off so much.
Get
he even
front
looks
shot.
like out of shape and sloppy.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get.
That's the way
Like
it should be.
his shirt's loose fitting instead of being super tight on him.
Yeah, the whole appeal of Striker is that he didn't train with the Shaolin. That's why I like him. He's just a
Yeah.
Well,
cop.
he's
There
still
we go.
supposed to be.
Oh,
a
wow, that
chosen
wasn't good.
one.
That breaks me.
I
His
mean,
face looks a little fucked.
Got him, guys.
it's supposed to be in motion. That's not a good
Yeah.
freeze frame. Neither does lose. That
Yeah,
looks a little
Lou's
messed
like
up.
Yeah. That's still amazing. I still love that they fucking put him in.
Dude, I did
That
not
is
expect
great.
him. Yeah, he's almost got the moob stuff going on. He's got the
Yeah.
man boob stuff
Yeah.
going on. It's
I
perfect.
love that. Yeah.
I love how Liu Kang was like, "Oh, we lost it. Never mind. no, let's go. The moments pass."
Oh, the stage!
Look at this
guys,
stage.
Every stage is blowing me
Man,
away.
that
Look
diving
at
is unsafe.
the
Yeah.
I mean,
people,
it's always unsafe, but damn.
Super
dude.
punishable.
One of my biggest hypes right now is just these stages from just an artistic direction thing. Like the people on the boats back here, the fireworks going off. Like
I
this
really
is
like
sick.
this one.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
lanterns, the boat.
It reminds
Yeah.
me of MK95 almost, like with the dock and everything.
So is this Adenia? Because I think that's that palace we saw in the announced trailer. That's tough.
That's MK2 Lao.
We go back.
Yeah. What I thought was interesting is that even like the MK2 version
punch.
of Kung Lao, when he does the spin, the special effects even look retro.
Oh shit, I didn't see that.
Which one? Who?
Yeah, it was back there when Kameo Lao comes in and does a spin. It's back
Okay.
in the
Okay.
daytime bar scene.
Okay. Yep. Let me
Okay.
go. Let me
We'll
go
go.
back. Here.
Yeah.
This is sick, dude. I'm just like,
Okay, let's.
oh, dude, that is so... This. I've been saying this for a while now, but like, this honestly is really starting to make me believe that this truly is a love letter to like the Mortal Kombat 30th anniversary stuff, right? Like they're doing the classics right this time. Like they're truly giving them the love, like as in their the way they were supposed to be. You know, they're not trying to modernize them too much. Gosh, sick. That punch too, so sick. Okay, so I need to understand what's going on here because like,
rewind.
Right.
how
so
are we
it looks
transitioning here?
like you call in the cameo and do a thing.
What
So-
stage is this?
This is
that's the
daytime
dock,
version
that's the
of
dock.
this.
It's just the docs went black and
gotcha,
white
okay.
because it's the super move makes
Okay,
the
I
background
see.
black and white.
Gotcha.
I think it's daytime.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
daytime
It might be,
exactly?
it might be a day version of it too. I wonder if they
That's
do that
when it
for a
drops
lot of the
to
stages. Let me go back. So I'm still okay. So you call in the cameo to do. So this is probably going to be the new like fatal blow, right?
Yeah.
Hold on.
This
Or
is
whatever.
probably the super moves.
Let me
yeah,
see it
whatever they
again.
call it.
Okay, so let me go slow mo here because I really
And
trying
they
to
brought
fully
back
understand.
they brought back the X-ray camera cuts for the supers. Like it's. I wonder if that means crushing blow is gone.
Okay, so Scorpion starts it, then Kung Lao comes in, classic Lao, so it's the cameo doing the move. And then Scorpion continues, so they're doing like actual team.
Well, I think what happens is there's a pre-programmed section for Lao to do his super
Yeah.
move, and then once he's done, Scorpion does the rest of his super move.
I'm
and that'll
assuming
be
they'll
how
do
it
the
works.
same for every character.
Yeah.
Okay, but either
Yeah,
way,
so
it's like a
203
team
is
element.
on
That's
your
pretty
ring.
cool.
Yeah.
That's
It
pretty
is.
cool.
Yeah, it's tight.
It's like a half step to giving them like all unique, you know,
Right,
which would
right.
be
Well,
which
I
would
think they'll
take
do the
forever.
Tekken Tag 2 thing where some characters actually will have completely unique interactions, but it won't be the norm. Like Scorpion and Kung Lao will always do the same thing, but maybe like Fire God Liu Kang and Raiden will have their own unique one.
Right. Okay, so let me start it back up here. Okay, so then this is weird because he said we hear the announcer or whoever's announcing this says Kenshi or something. Hold on, I gotta go back a little bit further.
Finish him.
Oh, that's the finish. That was weird, dude.
I
Who
don't
is
know
that?
about that
That's
announcer. I
Onaga,
don't
probably.
know
You
about-
think?
I guess it could be.
That was the only thing that makes sense, right? Let's go back to hear that voice. No other character sounds like that.
Well,
Oh, god damn it.
I mean, it could just be a new announcer.
Like a trailer thing or something. But isn't it usually the maybe, did Kronika do it for 11?
So 11 had the default announcer, and then it had all the optional ones. And there was
Okay.
a Kronika, a Shao Kahn, a Johnny Cage, Raiden.
Okay, the
It
announcer.
could be Onaga. I wouldn't rule it out, but it's
Like, to be
possible.
fair, like there hasn't been a connection between the announcer and a character since like MK3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
So they could be going back to that, and it could be a character like Onaga. It could just be, this is our new announcer.
It honestly.
Hey, what are we talking about with Onaga? I missed it.
Okay, so let me go back. It sounds like the announcer here's. Well, the announcer says finish him. We don't know if it's the game announcer or if it's
Gotcha.
just for the trailer, but the only character that comes to mind that could sound like that to me is Onaga because it's very like deep, kind of like monstrous. Here, I'll play it again. Oh, go a little further.
Finish him.
So we're saying maybe is that Onaga?
Could be, yeah. I hope so.
It might just be a new announcer. I don't know.
It
I would
gives
like
me
it to be
vibes of
Onaga.
like,
Would like it,
would you fuck me?
No, no,
I'd fuck me so hard. I'd finish myself so hard.
I may have to hear more of it and it'll grow on me, but I don't know
definitely
if I like
sounds
it
different.
unless it is. Like, if it is a character like Onaga who would have that voice, then it'll be like, okay, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
if it's just the announcer, then I don't think I like the announcer.
Yeah, if it's just the announcer, I don't know if I like it. but
It's
if
an
Onaga,
interesting
I'm the
direction,
same.
that's for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah,
Yeah,
one
it's
more
very
time?
much. Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear it again? Yeah, I can
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Finish him.
Interesting, yeah.
It's very much like it could be Onaga, but it could also be like you are listening to the Quiet Storm. Like it could be also that.
Here on Mortal Kombat 1. Finish it. Goes into a deep dubstep. Yeah, to me, sounds like Silence of the Lambs, Buffalo Bill, but I could definitely, I'm with the Razor. If it's Onaga, I could totally buy that. Otherwise, yeah, it's a bit of a strange choice to do as a standalone. Okay, so here's another one, though. This is a fatality this time. We're seeing a team fatal. So how do we think this is going to work? So we see Lau, cut the legs, cut the head. Okay, that cut. That's just a pure cut. So then this is Kano doing his own. So I guess it's not like a team thing. It's more of the Cameo are going to have their own fatal. Probably one each, if I had to guess. Okay, we're seeing some...
I don't know how I feel about these fatalities.
So that's classic. That's good.
That's good, yeah.
That's where he pulls his... Hold on a second. What? So he pulls... Is that Sub's head?
Yeah, that's Subs, I think.
Okay, he pulls it through his own body. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
And then catches it. And then Johnny smashes something into like the Star Walk of Fame.
I think that's
What's the
Kenshi.
name on it? Oh, Kenshi. Oh, he's got their names. Oh, he's doing like the hands. He's doing like the hands thing with the Star Walk of Fame. Okay, that's kind of funny. God. Okay.
Still a lot of post-mortem.
Yeah, I'm not loving that.
Yeah,
that aspect.
I mean,
the
at
fatals
least,
are the
at
worst.
least they've got the retro fatals. At least
Yeah, this is sick. This is sick.
I do like how he slides in for it too.
That looks straight out of MK11, that outfit. That retro outfit for Sub.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And that's fucking
that
cool.
works
So
because it makes sense too, but yeah.
they do seem to have some type of tag, like fatality, where they show up together.
Yeah, they still
I don't
show
know how
up
the fuck
together.
That works. Yeah.
So Scorpion
Yeah,
probably
like
doesn't do anything to assist. He's just there to like.
It's probably just the same for everyone.
Just to hang
he gets
out.
to
Yeah.
participate in the win pose.
Yeah,
basically.
That's still awesome though. Like, look at that. That's
It is
fucking
cool.
Sick.
It's all these add up to reasons why it's like you hope that a character you like is Cameo, because then you, like Temp has been saying, then you get to be able to play like your Smoke and Lee May together and be able to do cool shit like this. So, yeah.
And if this is how it is for like every fatality, I want a win pose instead of focusing on the slow-mo gore every single time. I want more of this shit. I want a fucking win pose again for fatalities. I hate the slow-mo gore and
did we see any of this?
that.
Did we see any of the slow-mo here? I don't think so.
I don't think so. That's what makes me like happy. I hope every character just goes into a win pose after. So, or if not, I'll just do the fucking Cameo fatalities so I get one. I won't do any of the regular ones.
It is kind of, it's in a way, it's kind of giving us what we've been asking for, where we get classic fatals. You just do them with the Cameo. Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Completely fine by me. So far I prefer how the cameos look to the fucking actual outfits, but only because
You'll be getting a striker fatal, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight.
That will be sick.
Okay, so let's go back actually to the stream now, because I want to look at that select screen part.
Yeah.
Cameo menu, so you pick sort of a pair when you start the game?
Okay, so select screen right out of the gate here. We have 4, 8, so 24 characters.
24 boxes, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's about what I was expecting with everything we've been hearing lately.
Of course, they always add more squares from the first reveal to the final.
I'm not going to bet on that. I think the reason why we may only be getting 24 instead of the usual 25 or even more like what we were hoping for is because the cameos are going to be a little bit more robust.
Yeah, but it also, it looks like there's no variation, no custom bullshit.
Yeah,
it's just the character.
Oh, these
and
poses
that
look
makes
cool
me
too.
super fucking happy.
Yep. Back to a horizontal select screen, called it.
Yeah.
Predictability
every
patterns.
other game.
I like this. I like this select screen too.
I like that there's colors around the boxes like the old games. I really fucking like that.
Yeah,
and look,
it's not just a driver's license photo anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's
orange, blue.
Fuck. Yeah, good call.
Orange for one character, blue for another, and it highlights the background and stuff, which gives it a bit more color. Yeah.
Dude, so good.
There's a second roster of characters.
This select screen looks way better than MK11's already.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
The Kameo Fighters, and these fighters actually.
Okay, so here's cameos, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
But they
15, 16.
Squares there.
16 cameos. That's a good number to start with. That's a good number.
It's 24 plus 16. That's like
I think
fucking
maybe
40.
realistically we get like a top box or the top row of unique, like non-playable, and then maybe the bottom of playable, something like that.
That could be, yeah.
I could see something like that. So 8 and 8. Oh, and I do want to point this out. D-Rock earlier with the super chat missed it. Goro looks so short. The guy is supposed to be 8 feet.
Yeah, can we go back to
tall.
Goro?
NRS has seemed to have this
I feel
problem
that
with
too.
properly sized proportioning characters. Yeah,
I didn't get a good look at him.
we can go back in the trailer here.
But he looked weird to me just in the first time.
He did his punch walk.
Yeah.
his punch walk back from MKX. It was in here. Hashtag punch walk. Punch walk lives. All right.
My throne.
We'll try and get a size comparison here. He is in the background. Well, he isn't. He's kind of.
There he is. Yeah. I don't know
Okay,
if
so
I'm
he's
feeling
slightly. I mean, he's slightly bent-legged. You got to take that into consideration.
But even
Yeah,
his
he
face,
does-
he looks like a dude. He doesn't.
Yeah,
look Shao Kahn.
Yeah,
I
he's not.
agree.
He's not monstery enough in the face. That's one of the things I was
It
feeling.
He looks like
just
the
looks
guy
like
from Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this design. This not good.
Yeah, I legit did not think it was Goro when I first saw it.
I wish it was
Yeah,
just classic Goro.
I thought it was a generic Shokan as well.
I think what gives even more credence to that, this guy's having a good time despite the fight. Gives more credence that he's probably a playable character despite him having a unique look is that he does not show up here on the cameos. So it's almost like only the strictly cameos are here right now. I think that's what they're driving. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Striker isn't there.
Yeah.
Kung Lao isn't there. Sub-Zero
Okay.
isn't there.
That's good call
Yeah,
out.
true.
Yeah.
It's kind of like imagine.
God, that. Are they using the actors? Does that look like Carrie to you? Does that look like
That doesn't look like
John-
Carrie at all to me, but
or
I mean, John. That looks like John, like to me, but yeah, I don't know if
And
they
then
actually are
Kano?
using the.
They may not
like
actually
this.
be using it, but it looks like somewhat similar to them because even this looks. It looks like it's like inspired by the originals.
Oh, it's
Yeah, 'cause
absolutely
even with
inspired by it,
Kano,
yeah.
that looks like it's not rich, but it looks like not
that's
stealing
like
his
one
likeness.
Even in
so that'd be
Even in 11,
Yeah.
Kano looked inspired by Rich DeVizio.
yeah.
So I
Yourself
think
with
I think
Sub-Zero, but you have
they're
some-
they're going that direction with everybody just because like in the previous one we could point at Sony and be like, well, we know that's celebrity casting, that's Ronda Rousey's face,
Right.
and this
This looks good. Yeah.
They
Sonya and
went with
Kano
the
look really
face.
good.
I mean, the other thing is because it's the MK1 outfit, they would base it more on Elizabeth Malecki rather than
Yeah, that's
Carrie
what I
Ann
was
Moss.
gonna say. Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Does it look like her? It's hard to tell. Obviously, those are old sprites off the top of my head.
Jack's moves, and you can call.
I
them
mean,
out.
I
You
doubt
can
it's
do-
ever going to be them because it's just easier to make a guy who looks vaguely like them and then not give them royalties, you know?
Yeah.
The silhouettes are
That
just
makes
generic
sense.
silhouettes. Man. Okay, so now that I'm seeing this looks very similar to the face they gave him in MK11, like Jax. Wise,
Yeah, I could
anyways.
see that. Yeah.
It
It's
looks
just the
kind of it looks
stash.
kind of like younger Jax a little bit with the stash.
Yeah. But goddamn, he looks good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that looks
yeah.
so good.
He looks
That's the
way
best
better than
Jackson.
Striker.
Yeah. Yeah. Stryker's
Well, we
face
haven't
for
seen
sure.
Striker in this context. We saw him
Way
in
better than Striker
motion.
doesn't
in
look good. It's okay. Like it's Striker, so
I love that
I'm
he's in
fine.
the
Like,
outfit. Yeah, I don't care if his
Yeah.
face looks
There
bad.
could also
Like,
be a reason why these characters are here and Striker is not.
that is
Striker
true,
could
yeah.
not be fully polished in that regard.
Yeah.
That could be part of the reason why they're
I
not.
think
the-
it's
Times as
just,
you saw in the
it's
teaser.
also like you hold things back for a reveal.
Yeah.
yeah.
Look at Jax's wristbands. They even look like the shitty padded ones.
Yeah, no, they are very like, same with Kano. Like, they all look just like their Halloween costumes that they were essentially wearing for the characters. It's great.
I really hope if there are cameo outfits, I hope Goro gets a classic because he looks fucking bad to me.
Or at least make his face look serious and not like he just showed up from work.
Oh, Goro.
Oh, Goro.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate his outfit.
Yeah, so it's kind of like imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves, and you can call him out. You can do it multiple times, as you saw.
Yeah,
in the
so far I'll be
gameplay,
using Jax as a cameo for sure.
You can
And
basically
Striker.
combine these two characters. All the characters can be combined with all the Kameo fighters. And
Okay,
And
stages.
Kenshi's design looks cool too.
I really like this
Yeah,
Kenshi.
Kenshi's the winner of the reveal.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
You
I
think
agree.
so? MVP
Yeah,
of
well,
the,
especially with the suit, he looks so good.
of the
Yeah.
playable.
But
I'm happy. I mean, to get Kenshi revealed right away, I'm excited, dude.
Yeah.
Like his gameplay looked really sick to me.
You already have a main.
Yeah, already I have a character.
So if you don't get Atra,
to be
you at least
excited by.
fucking get Kenshi.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Like if I'm doing Kenshi with like Cyrax as an assist or something, I
Dude,
can
oh my
live with that,
God.
dude.
That would be
Especially with
godlike.
seeing how much love these cameos. If it's like classic
Yeah.
Cyrax, MK3 Cyrax,
Yeah.
oh my god, dude, I would be stoked.
Dude, he might do his like fatal, like the helicopter shit as his
Oh,
like, fatal thing or something.
you
That'd
know
be
he's gonna
fucking
blow
sick.
himself up. Come on,
Yeah, yeah.
they can't help themselves.
I'm totally more on board with cameos now, and I hope like more, like if we don't get them as playable, I
I
hope.
wonder what the fact they're all in retro skins says for the story. Like if the old timeline is going to leak into Lu's New World or some shit.
That would be interesting if they actually
can
use them.
imagine
Yeah.
that cameos will be used in story mode.
Yeah.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think, yeah,
Good
I would agree.
point.
Okay, let's see.
Jack's moves, and you can call him out. You can do it multiple times, as you saw in the gameplay.
And he is blind, so I'm glad. That makes me. I mean, that sounds awful. I'm glad that he's blind. I mean, what I mean to say is that's an important character trait that I am glad that they still have for him.
Yeah,
was a
Kenshi
little
not being
concerned.
blind is like Scorpion being alive. It creates
Yeah.
questions.
So
It's like I'm
I'm
glad
just-
Cabal's still scarred.
I mean,
Like,
I
I'm
still
glad he's
have
fucked
a
up.
whole bunch of questions about Scorpion.
doing his
up here.
Spectre
He,
stuff.
he seems to be alive, but all of his moves have fire. So
right.
Play, so you can you can basically combine these two characters. All the characters can be combined with all.
I'll
the
say I
Kameo
wish the game
fighters,
was a little
and
more
that's
zoomed
where you
in.
see
I think it gives me like
that's where the
some
players kind of
Injustice
imagine-
vibes with like
imagination comes
the
in. They
animation
Going
have
too
a
out-
little
too
bit
far out?
for what they like
Yeah,
seeing,
but it's not
the
like
best
bad.
team-ups.
I
so
do
how
wish it
does
was
that
zoomed
work?
in
So you-
slightly more. But I think
gameplay,
that's also
you
just
have your
playing
main,
Street
you have
Fighter
your
lately and
cameo.
how zoomed in that
Oh,
game
this is kind of cool. I didn't really notice this. Sorry to.
yeah,
jump
there's
in,
like
but-
there's
characters.
no
It
loading
transitions.
screen. It goes straight from the
Yeah.
select screen to
They
the
talk
flashing
shit.
while it
All the
loads,
Kameo fighters,
and then they
and
push
that's-
each other away as the fight starts.
Yep, and I wanted to point this
But
out
it's kinda
too.
like
We saw
imagine
the
yourself with
arenas
Sub-Zero, but you have some of
amount.
Jack's moves, and you can call him out. You can do it
So is the background
multiple
changed
times, as
depending
you
on
saw
what
in the
stage
gameplay,
you're on?
I'm
is that
guessing
just
so.
default?
You can basically
Maybe?
combine these two.
Even if this is
characters,
the default and this is what we always
Yeah,
see, I'm
this
on
looks
board with
good.
that. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
Can
The
be
dragons and
combined
everything.
with all the Kameo fighters.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20 stages. And and
Good
day.
amount.
It says day right there, and you can
Oh, there's
toggle it.
and there. Oh my God, yes.
So I think a lot of
This is what we've
stages,
been
if not
asking
all,
for.
are going to be getting cycles. That's pretty
Fuck
tight.
yes.
That's pretty tight, dude. I hope that. I hope that if not for all, I hope that's for a majority of them, at least
Yeah,
ones that matter.
me too.
'Cause that's sick. I love that in MK9 with the Shang Tsung's
Yeah.
Garden and stuff like that.
And that's where you see.
And it's
Okay,
not
so-
like taking up an extra slot. You can just toggle it right there. So
Right.
it's not like yeah.
Exactly. And so they go straight to the shit talking.
So
That's
this
where
is the
player's
class
kind of
shit that I
imagination
saw.
comes
Yeah.
in, and they
in
can
the-
actually
okay, good.
customize it for what
So they
they
start
like
shit
seeing.
talking.
The best.
That's
team
the new intro,
How
then,
does that
isn't
work?
it?
So
No,
you
they do the
have
intro
a
still, I
game,
think,
you
right
know,
here.
Okay.
How do you
Gotcha.
do you summon them? Is it time based? Like how
Yep.
often?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
now they're
It's
doing the
not
actual
a tag
intro.
team thing, right? Where
Yeah.
Oh, and your
Exactly.
cameo's out with
And
you. That's
you're
cool. Like
basically
prepping
That
up.
is so
them.
sick.
Just
Yeah.
one button push is basically summoning.
Damn,
but
look
they
at
have a
Kenshi's
variety,
stance.
so
That
you
is
can
so
go, you know,
fucking
push
tight.
that button
Oh, I
and
love it.
towards and
I
then
he just
love
has
it
his
so
sword
much.
out now.
Push it with
Like-
down, it'll do a different.
He's
move.
got it at the
He's not
ready.
even looking at you. I love that.
Well, he doesn't even have the
Yeah.
sword out. It's in the
Well, yeah,
scabbard
it's
or whatever.
holstered,
But
but
they
yeah,
have a variety, so you
he
can
just
go, you know,
holds
push
it.
that
That's
button with
fucking
towards, it'll
dope.
do a
Yeah.
different move. Push it with
Way
down.
God,
better
this
stance
character's
than
so
And so
sick,
the
dude.
combination.
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo. Almost.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly, and so
I love
and
how
you
he
see
waits
there's like
for
a meter
them.
up on
Like, that
top,
is so
which
tight.
is basic. That'll limit it so you
The
can't
combos.
The
That
combos.
looks so sick.
Yeah,
indefinitely,
The air
but,
combos.
you can call them pretty much whenever you want, and they have like in the middle of a combo they'll have a lot of basically a whole arsenal of their moves. So Sonya, you saw come out there. Sometimes you'll
And you
see
can
them
like
appear
interrupt their
twice
shit
in
with
there.
them.
Yeah, there was a combo.
Oh, there's
There's a
breakers,
breaker right there.
That's
Which is
okay.
basic.
So breakers
That'll-
are used with like the cameo comes in and breaks it.
And it's R1 to call in your cameo, it looks like. So thank God for those of us who use arcade sticks. It's not on like right thumbstick.
You know what I see down at the bottom is a regular ass
Meter system, yeah.
super meter. Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
shit!
No more
Oh,
MK11
shit.
meter.
Thank fuck. I don't know if I'm feeling the UI colors, but maybe that'll be customizable. I
Really,
hope
I like
so.
them quite a bit.
I like
'cause,
them.
It's just a little bland.
I mean, it is all one color, but at least there's gradients and shit.
Yeah.
And there's
It's
stuff
also
going
the right
on
color.
too.
It's like a muted gold. I think that's perfect.
Yeah, there's other stuff going on with like
Yeah.
this punish over here. So I
I
think
like
there's
the
gonna be
punish
plenty.
colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the damage numbers.
But you can call them pretty much whenever you want, and they have like in the middle of a combo they'll have a lot of basically a whole arsenal
be right
of their
back.
moves. So Sonya, you saw come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
So time-based.
Okay, so there's a breaker.
Obviously, as you go through, you revealed some of them there.
And he used his cameo as a breaker, so that was interesting.
Characters that'll be in the cameos. Are there some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? Same thing with Scorpion. But a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro
was
popped in there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of like kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel, kind of nod to the old games.
So I think that's a good confirmation that Sonya, Jax, and Kano are just going to be cameos. I don't know if you guys caught that, but he keeps referring to them as cameo fighters. Specifically, he mentioned those three.
Interesting to take the entire Special Forces Black Dragon and be like, all right, everybody says that they just want the Asian stuff. Here you go.
Yeah, I mean,
man,
that's
I
what
feel like
we
it's too
want,
good
dude.
to be true. I think at least one of those three. I hope it's Jax. Man, do I hope it's Jax. I think one of those three is going to be on the main roster with a different costume.
I don't think so, man. I'm thinking maybe later DLC, but I don't think we're getting
The fact that Sub has a classic cameo makes me think that so far, all three of them could be main roster, to be
His
honest with
boy's
you.
doing Johnny Cage.
I don't think they'll do that. I think at least one of them is going to sit out.
First full circle moment. The first Mortal Kombat game we originally wanted to be.
Hold on,
Are going to be available as cameos as well
So here it
as
is.
the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? Same thing with Scorpion. But a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of
I don't know, man. Maybe that's reading too much into it, but I feel like I don't know. That's tough.
Maybe. I mean, Jax is the only real loss there, if that's the case. I would love for all. Otherwise, if I had to take the trade, yeah, I mean, as much as I love Jax, if I had a choice between making those three on the main roster and keeping Jax, but having all three of them be assist and losing Jax, I'd have to pick the latter just because I feel like there's so many characters we would need in this game.
Yeah. Even this seems like a weird thing, but maybe it's just to me. Razor, does this font style almost give you like the original Mortal Kombat games vibes? Like it's not all pixelated, but almost like the way it's kind of orchestrated gives me kind of that.
Kind of reminds me more of like Mortal Kombat 4 aesthetics.
Yeah, maybe almost like a hybrid. Because I get it's. I don't want to say sloppy, but it's almost like that typed. It's like written typography or whatever it's called, instead of just very professional like they have been using, like where it's just almost like a Times New Roman, almost like very professional looking script. This looks a little bit more artsy.
I think if it was like slanted like italics and colored yellow, it would feel more MK1.
Yeah. Well, pros for now, as we kind of, unless there's anything you want me to go back through.
I'm honestly pretty happy with most of what we saw.
Yeah.
Go back to the katana combos real quick if you can.
Yep. Let me switch back to the high quality trailer here.
What's best for you?
Or do you secretly covet my throne?
Okay, there's...
Now that's sick right there.
The movement and the strings still seem very MK11, and I think for a game with big combos, that's absolutely fine. That's not a problem. That grab looked very MK11.
Do you think if they up the movement speed a little bit and the dash speed, that's enough?
I don't even think they need to do that. I think the speed's fine. My bigger concern is what buttons do on block and on hit. That's actually my bigger question. Because right now, yeah,
that's sick.
Well, something I've been noticing is several characters doing like 3-hit strings in mid-air. There's a lot of like air combos.
Yeah, there's a lot of
like an aerial raid.
Air combos.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing too. That's what I was saying before, like air combat going on right there.
I can't tell if they're strings or specials though. That's the thing. I think they're just EX specials.
You think the air stuff is?
Yeah, I think. I will go back. Show it again.
Yep. Knocks her up.
So that with the speed trails, that looks like just an EX special or a vanilla special to me. That doesn't look like any air string. I mean, there are air strings, great like that.
Because multiple characters do it, so that's
my
why
natural
it's
habitat. But
because Scorpion was doing something similar, Kung Lao I thought was doing something similar, so that's and Raiden as well.
It could also be a generic
right
air
here.
string for everybody.
There's one right there.
You don't think that's a combo string?
Go back one more time.
Yep.
Dude,
That could be a
look like he has
two-hitting
to-
buttons.
That looks
but
like
maybe I don't know.
I just want to point out, it doesn't look like he has to EX his spear anymore to fucking combo off it.
Oh yeah, I would.
Which is good.
Have to imagine
Yeah.
that was lost with variations. Thankfully,
Yeah, thank fuck.
that was just a product of that, in my opinion.
God, fucking
This looks so sick.
The air throw is so godlike.
Kind of odd how every time Liu Kang throws a fireball, it doesn't come from him. It's a giant dragon coming. From
Yeah,
off
that
screen.
is odd.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're in.
So
Has there been anything else that dropped from like anyone?
Yeah, I was
Any
about to say
creators?
we could also look online to see if there's anything else that's been put up.
I can't imagine what the Discord is like right now.
Yeah.
I have not even looked at it.
Grizz Company main in the chat said, "Dude, that was Fujin in that trailer talking about recruiting fighters. No lie."
No,
I don't
think it was.
I think they would highlight it a little bit more.
Is
Recruiting
he talking
fighters.
about Liu Kang in the scene where he's wearing a cloak?
Yeah, he's talking about that. I'm pretty
Jesus.
sure.
Let's go back.
You have proven worthy of joining us.
Yeah, that's
oh,
definitely.
I know why he thinks it's Fujin. Liu and Fujin had the same voice actor in 11. That's what's going on.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, you can
I
definitely
did
see the
not know
black
that.
hair right here. If this is who you're talking about, you can see Lou's black hair.
What do you want? Sento. It's my family blade. Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
These look so good, dude.
Dude, I love
just
Johnny's
can't get
stage so
over it.
much. I love the fucking stages.
It's a good idea for a
100%.
stage.
Yeah, it is. We've never had something like that before.
But yeah,
I'm 100% with you that I think I like these stages already more than 11s. Like, they're
oh,
so
easily,
fucking good.
easily more than 11s.
Yeah.
And they might be up there as like best in the series. There's a lot of classic stages, of course, but just the way they're designed is just so sick. I would say the only thing we're missing so far is like the dark, ominous, like outworldy type stages. But as
Yeah,
far
they're
as
all
like
kinda bright
nailing,
and, like, yeah.
nailing the Asian ones that I've been hoping for, and just like the perfect visuals, these
Dude,
have
the duck
just
has
knocked it out of the
glasses.
park. What's that?
Did you see that? The duck, like the swimmy
Yeah,
ducky,
yeah.
has glasses on.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Johnny has sunglasses in for a moment
Yeah,
when
I
he's
saw
fighting.
it, like later.
I can't remember at what part, but he was wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, this is a very Lyndon Ashby.
Yeah, I was
Johnny.
gonna say this whole getup screams the Lyndon Ashby Johnny.
Dude, this is so sick. I really like what we're seeing so far. Like, on the first go through, I wasn't sure, but now I'm just convinced that this shit is good. I'm very fucking excited.
God.
Yeah, like it would be easier to list the things I don't like because there's only 2 of them, and one of them is Johnny's face, and the other is the announcer.
And he'll have glasses like most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wearing them here.
I kind of, I don't know.
Did we see another big question is, do we see anything gear related in here? Outside of the sunglasses where he's wearing them and where he's not? That's
no,
like a
unless that Kusarigama on Scorpion is something you can equip or unequip, then I don't think there's
there's
gear
Johnny
now.
with glasses.
Well,
so far they're...
Well,
like...
it might just be that in that one fight, Johnny doesn't have glasses because it's a story thing, but that
could be too. That was how it was
otherwise.
Yeah.
Yep.
You never really know.
That's a good point, because
with the cinematic stuff.
In everything else, they're all wearing like they're not like highlighting it if it is in there. They're not going out of their way to be like, in this scene he's wearing this, in this scene he's wearing this. You know, like it's all like looks like just attires.
Yeah, it's not some like bright glowy bullshit.
Yeah, it's definitely not very apparent if there is. Oh, I love the X cross there. That's sick. Kenshi comes across very like anime to me here in a good way. Like,
yeah,
he seems edgy as well. He seems very like a darker character this time around.
Yeah,
I'm glad he doesn't feel like Snowblind Kenshi, where he's like young and like he feels a little young here, but not in like a bad way.
Yeah, he feels like Yakuza here.
Yeah, he feels very much more, in general, more like a badass, like in a very outward way. Like he's not putting up with anybody's shit. He's not like any more like chill Kenshi that just kind of like given like good vibes like a Fujin type. He's more like, fuck you, I'm not gonna, like, even here he's talking trash to Raiden, like, you know, your skills aren't as good as, you know, whatever.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
Yeah,
I do hate that line, but
yeah, Raiden seems like a bitch so far, honestly.
Well, I mean, he's Mortal Raiden.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
It has to grow on me.
It has to mean
I want to
something.
take his lunch money so bad.
He's like that's the thing. He's the underdog with, you know, he's not an asshole like Kung Lao.
Yeah.
Like even in the first scene of this, it's a whole new timeline. Liu Kang has trained him different, and Kung Lao still has a bad attitude. What the fuck?
Yeah, Kung Lao's immediately the bitch.
So do we think with Melina's mouth thing? So they're doing obviously something to hide it normally, like maybe giving her some sort of like.
Well, here's what I think she was like in Liu Kang's perfect universe. She was born with a normal mouth, and somehow old timelines, past versions of Melina, cannot be you know, undone.
Right.
They you know, whatever these people's destiny is supposed to be.
Okay, so you think it's a destiny thing? It's like a
stuff will
butterfly effect thing, basically. Like no matter what you do to change things, you're bound to still meet your destiny.
It could also be like whoever's fault the bad. Like there's nothing in this that shows us who the fucking bad guys are.
Yeah, that's true. And this is Kenshi. I didn't even catch this earlier.
Yeah,
this is totally Kenshi here with Melina. That's interesting. I think Kenshi is going to be a major player in this game, which is in itself exciting to me because he's always been kind of downplayed. Like in MK11, he was non-existent. MKX, he was there. I don't remember him doing
Kenshi
a whole lot.
feels like the main character besides Liu to me.
He's definitely in a lot in this trailer. And for him to be interacting with Melina like this, to me, is like different.
Someone just sent me the official link for the reveal video, and they pointed something out to me. The description reads, "Do not mistake serenity for weakness. Chaos will be snuffed out with unrelenting force." This, to me, it sounds more and more like Fire God Liu Kang is going to become like a dictator.
Yeah.
Do not mistake.
He's going down the dark road.
Chaos will be snuffed out with unrelenting.
Also, chaos clearly means havoc is confirmed, so everyone can tell.
Havoc seems like the perfect one to fuck with Liu in this.
He's basically in the trailer, if I'm being honest. I saw him like 4 times.
Yeah, Havoc's in the trailer.
If ever Havoc was going to be a main villain, this is the story to do it.
Not even a villain. He might just be like like a good time, but
Just
like
making sure they
fuck
haven't
with
added
Lou's
any.
You know,
brain.
see, here's the thing. We thought when 11 was first revealed, we were like, you know what, Chronica's right. This is bullshit. All this time stuff was a mistake. Somebody needs to fix it. And then nope, Chronica is not that character.
Sorry, I'm just laughing because when I said someone sent me a link, that someone's very angry right now that I did not mention them by name, and they're extremely upset.
Who was it?
It's Sev. It's Sev. I love you, Sev.
Of course.
God bless you,
Sev's
Sev.
cameo.
No, but I mean, it's a good observation though, because that does not seem arbitrary to me. It sounds like they've been dropping little hints that Fire God Liu Kang is going to be a douche.
Yeah, it's not been exactly subtle, really.
Yeah. Or maybe the writers are just that dense and they don't realize they wrote a villain on accident.
It's probably that. That's what
both are possible.
Because they didn't like mean Raiden to be like an idiot and get everything wrong. Well, they meant him to get stuff wrong, but they didn't. I think they underestimated the reaction, in MK9. So I would not put it past them to not mean for Liu to seem so sinister, and yet here we are. But I guess we'll see.
How do we feel about like a dictator Liu? Is that bad? Is that like cliche? Is it a bit of cliche?
It is severely cliche, especially for NetherRealm.
Where do you even go with that? Like, get rid of Liu? Because if he becomes a dictator and he becomes the boss, and
maybe you just have him learn the lesson of, you know what, when the harder you squeeze the soap, the more it shoots out of your hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
I tried too hard to control the universe, and that's where I went wrong. I need to just kind of let things be the way they're supposed to be.
And do we think we're getting away from time shenanigans? Like, he's just going to let it ride on this? Or do we think it's going to be like, this is setting ourselves up for more time nonsense in the coming story mode and sequels?
I don't know if it's possible to ever truly get away from it once you've introduced it. And once it's, it's such a part of the backstory of this world. Like this universe wouldn't exist if Liu Kang hadn't created it with a magic hourglass. So you kind of have to acknowledge that.
Yeah, thankfully there is no hourglass stuff in this, so that
There
at
is
least.
that.
I'll say more about this on the show tonight, but I like Melina's costume a lot, and I really don't like Katana's costume a lot. But Melina looks good.
I'm not feeling that much.
I still feel like Katana and Melina both look like they were designed in Mid-Journey. They don't look like... I mean, there's a lot of just sort of messy detail for the sake of detail. The other outfits are also nicely, like, they look very real world and very, like, clothes people would actually wear, and they didn't over-design them. I mean, Scorpion and Sub-Zero a little bit, but I don't know. Like,
Katana's looks bland to me, though. Like,
I like the cameos better than the main characters, skin-wise.
Yeah, same. I really hope that the classic skins aren't just for the fucking cameos. I hope everyone still gets one. Because if they're doing classics that look that good on the cameos, the main characters obviously deserve an outfit of that same caliber.
Yeah, and I mean... There's got to be, like, at the very least, they're going to do all
no
the MK1 ninjas. They always do the ninjas, because
I just want one for everyone.
You can use it for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, put Deadly Alliance Kenshi in there. Like, I want everyone to have one.
I think
it seems like there's more skins in general, because, like, the monk skins on Kenshi and Raiden.
That's just seem like right there on that poster.
It is Suhao. Oh, my fucking God.
Hold on. Let me full screen again.
It is Suhao. It's 100%.
That's funny.
That is Suhao's Deadly Alliance render.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Smoke
Good
man.
catch, Cyborg. Holy shit.
Credit to where it goes. That was Chromatos, of course. Chrome in the Discord pointed that out. If anybody's gonna pick up on anything Suhao related, it's gonna be him.
Yeah.
Dude can eye it like a hawk.
The first time there was Suhao watches a big billboard in MK11.
Shout outs to Chrome.
technically,
Is that a picture of Kano too underneath, or who's that picture of underneath?
With a C.
It does kind of look
with a
like a
C.
shot of
That's
Kano from
MK11.
11.
Yeah, that is totally. And then the bottom. What is the bottom one?
I'm not. That's
There's
hard for me to
another
see.
one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely MK11 Kano.
It looks
Is
like
it two
Ferrotor to me.
Kanos?
Let me move my mic so I could really
Someone
fucking
said that
get
shit's a
in there.
Randy.
It's funny.
That
I'm
looks
saying
like
that's a Randy.
that looks like maybe Reiko. I don't.
Yeah, I have no idea who the fuck
can't
that
read the
is.
bottom one. There's no.
It looks like two Reikos to me.
I think
It looks
the
like
bottom
Reiko-
one may be
Reiko-
wasting your time.
Well, I'm almost there. I just need to get a little fucking closer. Let's fucking. Yeah, it looks like Reiko is holding Reiko by the neck. That's what I'm seeing.
It's funny.
I think you're. I think that might be apophenia.
I need to get a little closer. 1 second. Dude, I am right fucking in there. You don't even know.
Honestly, I see like a photo of a crowd of people. It looks like the shot from the Cheers opening to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I can kind of see that. Yeah.
That's funny though. Is that it? Little Easter eggs.
You have proven worthy of joining us. Come, there are other champions, I must gather.
What do you want? Seto, it's my family blade.
I like how Johnny just has all these artifacts in his in his penthouse.
Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
Like you can tell, like he has all this rich art all over the place. It's very makes me think like Nicolas Cage or something. Like there's gonna be a T-Rex skull somewhere. It just seems like something Johnny would do. Like there, like we have like some... Oh, I love this shit. But yeah, this is a great stage.
I like
that headbutt is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like streaks of white wind and dust on that shadow kick instead of green shadows. I wonder if that's a story thing and he just hasn't learned how to do shadows yet or what.
Yeah, he has to go to the Wuxi.
Oh, there's
Academy
Sub
to
without
learn
his
forward
mask.
3.
I didn't even realize Sub didn't have his mask there. So we still thinking this is Bihan probably?
Well, here's the thing. Ed said Scorpion and Sub-Zero are brothers. Now, there is a way to read the term brothers as, like, brothers in arms or, like, grew up together. Like, Liu Kang and Kung Lao are both monk brothers, brothers in the brotherhood of the monastery. But if they're related brothers, then they might not even be Hanzo Hazashi and Bihan or Kuai Liang. Or maybe Bihan has been erased or Kuai Liang has been erased. It's impossible to tell.
What are you giggling about over there?
I was talking to Pot, and he's like, "Goro just looks like a dude with a ponytail." Like, I'm like, yeah,
he does. That's right.
Yeah, Goro looks
100%.
like a tall human with extra arms. That face is a problem.
Yeah, he's the same height as Katana. What the fuck?
He's not.
Like,
That's not fair.
he looks so.
Well, how
tiny.
tall is Katana? Like, is Katana like 5'6"?
Like
he should be like towering over her.
trying to get a shot
Yeah,
where
he's
he's
fucking
not
huge.
bent legged.
Even his facial expression is like.
When he first comes in,
it just looks like a dude.
When he first comes in, he's like only a head taller than Melina. Even with the bent knees, like he's way too short.
He kind of looks like Mike Tyson, just a little bit.
The
I was
eyes
trying to
too, though. Like, I don't mind the doofus face, but the eyes don't look Shokan or
No,
serious.
it looks like he's gonna have like
They're not-
whites in his eyes instead
Yeah,
of
they're not
proper red
red.
ones.
Yeah.
To be fair, we
why
don't
they
even
keep doing
know.
that.
Yeah, we don't. Maybe that's part of the changes. Who knows? Maybe the Shokan. Well, I mean, he's got the dragon scales on the back.
I'm so glad I didn't get Pants Guitaro. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you still might, dude. You might.
Pants Motaro? Fuck.
Yeah. Oh my
How
god.
does Motaro put on his pants?
It's so weird that all the other characters look so good, but Goro looks like fucking shit. You would think they'd just make it simple, MK1 Goro.
You would think a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, really though, Goro isn't really super high on my priority list. We've gotten so much Goro and MKX. This is not a deal breaker for me, but I mean, we got to call a spade a spade. That does not look good.
Very minor complaints, but this is one of the biggest complaints from that Goro looks.
I mean, I think Katana looks worse than Goro, frankly, but that's me.
Really?
I think
Katana looks bad.
I think she looks.
That's fine though. Like it's.
I think
it's
I mean,
whatever.
she looks like somebody put the name Katana into an AI art generator, and it turned up like the generic knockoff.
It's like she's wearing a normal top. It's like she's wearing like a tank top. It doesn't look like after MKX Katana. This looks like a giant step down.
Come on, man. Look, you're allowed your criticisms, but you cannot say she's just looking like she's wearing a normal top when you're the biggest fan of leotards. A leotard is the most basic attire you can give anybody.
But it's also cohesive though, and it fits an aesthetic. This looks like it's just normal clothes.
It's going very.
A leotard does not look like normal clothes.
It
You
just
wouldn't go to
looks
Target
like
and see someone in a leotard.
It just looks like Disney princess vibes to me. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's that crazy.
I mean, honestly, the normal top doesn't bother me. The over-designed metal around her neck and waist does.
Yeah, it doesn't look good either.
Oh, there were some feathers there. I noticed that.
I actually think Melina looks okay though. I think Melina looks all right.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, it's a little too maroon, but it still looks good. Oh no, okay, no, that looks better. That's purple. With red as the dominant.
Yeah. That was like the pretty kicks, right? Kind of.
Let me see it again.
Right there. Is that what that was supposed to be?
Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, she spun more in the past, but you know how they modify things over.
Oh. I like that. That was a sick sequence there. Classic Lao. What was that he shoots there? He like hits his. Oh, that's like a sonic boom of fire.
Yeah, he's got like the orange fire and the blue fire now.
That's crazy. I didn't notice what that was. Oh, and he was trying to do like some ground dragon thing. It does like an arcing thing. Crazy. Makes me think of Pikachu from Smash.
Yeah, so far Liu Kang's moveset is completely different from what it ever... Like, I don't even know if he's going to have a bicycle kick at this point.
Yeah. So what was... Hold on a second. Is that Lao's... Is that normal Lao? I'm trying to... So this is a very classic looking Kung Lao, and that's his normal attire.
There's the blade on the hat, so he does eventually get it.
Now, does he have that in his other, when he's fighting before? That's the...
No, he still had the straw hat in the... Because that was a story fight.
Well, yeah, that's true. Like, I was trying to see if... He doesn't even have...
Yeah, he doesn't even have the hat because he threw it in the cutscene.
Right. Okay. So he eventually gets the blade hat. You're right. All right. Well, we got additional stream later where we're going to go into further analysis when Chad jumps in and all that, and we'll be doing obviously a lot more discussion of this in just a few hours. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Any final thoughts from everybody? Hype levels. I think we did like hype levels following the announcement trailer. Razor, we'll start with you because you were the one that was kind of like 5 out of 10 because you're waiting for gameplay. What do you think?
I would say it's up to a 7 or 8 now. I am especially pleased at all these classic skins on the cameos because it means that when the game comes out, people can like rip them and use them for fan art.
Yeah. Yeah, that is cool. That is a cool factor. All right, D4. You were at like a 8 or a 9. Is this
real quick?
Still...
Yeah, I'm sorry. It sounds like fatal blows are confirmed. So I'm just getting word from a
we saw those. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think we saw those.
But it sounds like that's in writing now.
Yeah.
I hope they're mechanically different. Just like being tied to
are
health
they?
or whatever.
I hope there's an input this time. Like I hope you actually have to press like directionals.
Well, are they low health or are they 3 bars of meter?
Let me ask.
That's the interesting question. And where's this information even coming from?
As if they're free
Ray
barges.
Reptile.
Well, I mean, like, where's it actually coming from? I know he's
I'm asking.
giving you the information. My main curiosity is just more like, I want to make sure that this is something that's like actually been announced, or is this speculation? Is this something that came from one of the gameplay dudes that might have gotten more information?
Yeah, we're not sure yet. All right, my bad.
He says he has
Oh,
a screen cap, so
obviously
I'm wondering if it's somewhere specific to actually see. They popped up again
Okay,
at low
I see the
health,
screen
it
cap
says.
now. It says, it looks like it literally says fatal blow.
Oh, it's like a.
It looks health related.
All right, that's
That's not. Yeah, that's not really surprising, though. I wouldn't be surprised if it's because we've talked about ways to fix it, right? If they don't go back to the old meter system, instead they do.
So here's the fix: is if you do it and you miss, you don't get it back.
I wouldn't be
That's the
surprised if
fix.
that's. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. So,
Because that's all it would take to make watching tournaments way less boring.
yeah,
Because I just don't want to see Fatal Blow twice every fight.
right. Yeah, no, I think there's a good chance that will be the case. Down 4, where are your what's how you feeling?
I'd give this like 9.5 on the hype scale. I'm pretty
Cool.
fucking hype. Yeah, I'm so intrigued to see more of the game. Like, God, everything looks good to me. Obviously, I have gameplay concerns. I don't know if like the gameplay will actually be good based off this, but I still way more excited for it than fucking than the initial trailer.
Cool. Temp?
I'd still say fairly neutral. 5.
What is it going to take to win you over?
Smoke.
Okay, so you're just waiting for your character at this point.
Yeah, just characters. I can't get super hyped
that's a
over.
good thing. I can't get mad about that. That's
like Kenshi looks great. Kenshi looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a character I played though.
So if you get a smoke, you get a Lime or
worried.
Reptile, the 3 that you were most hyped about, that's going to be what's going to take you up to like a 8 or a 9 type of thing.
Yeah, and we went through this with Street Fighter 6 as well. I remember back at the Tokyo Game Show in September when they did this big Street Fighter 6 reveal and everyone was popping off, and I was so down that day because Blanca looked like shit.
Right.
We found out the roster was not 22 characters, it was actually 18, and Ed was DLC. I'm going to say that twice. Ed was DLC, and I was having a bad day.
Yeah,
so there's going to be ups and downs. Yeah.
I don't know why Capcom thinks people will pay for Ed and why they think it twice.
Yeah, I don't know why they paid for Ed. Oh my gosh, but yeah, I'm neutral. Nothing really bad. I mean, the cameos look a little low res to me, and a lot of that I think is the lighting. The lighting doesn't seem to work right on the cameos yet. Jack, like the models
Revealed
look
some of them
good,
there, but
but like Kano's,
there's that.
Kano looks like
Fatal
it's
Blow, by the way.
glowing. He looks like he's under a black light.
He's trying to find the spot for it. It was right here.
But yeah, 5 is not bad. 5 is not bad.
Yeah. On your scale, that just means you're.
It means I'm temp. It's a very temp score.
Yeah. For me, I'm with like D4. I'm around like a 9.5. I think once I see more characters, I think right now there's still that lack of 3D era. We didn't get our Reiko like we were hoping for and thinking we would. We didn't get.
That's true. We all expected to see an MK4 guy today.
So without Havoc or Reiko, but I think there's enough like reasoning to think that that's where we're heading anyways. We didn't get it yet, but I have enough faith based on just the speculation and stuff and what Ed's doing that I think we'll get there in very quick time. Yeah. So yeah, I that's where that's my only slight reserve, but we have breakers back instead of breakaway. That's abundantly clear. If Fatal Blow's fixed to be, one and done, you use it, whether you hit or not, it's out. That would be awesome. Looks like we have classic meter back. That's a huge win. Character-wise, I thought they looked great. Kenshi looked awesome. And gameplay, I think, looks really good. I still need to see a little bit more to fully know. It's also one of those things you just want to get your hands on to truly know what's going on. But the cameos were one of the biggest like X factors going into this, and I am completely sold on them right now. I love them. So that's the huge win, and the stages,
That's another thing too.
and the art
That's
design in general.
That lends itself to my score too, because the cameos were almost exactly what I thought, minus the fatalities. I didn't see that coming. That genuinely surprised me, but that's about what I pictured for the cameos. I mean, okay, the costumes. I thought we were going to get like MKX costumes, but yeah, that's pretty much what I thought they would be.
Well, that's good though, like in a good way, right?
Yeah, it's very good. I'm a little worried about the numbers. The numbers are a little concerning. As long as there's more than 10, I won't cry about it. But
like
if
10 unique cameos or 10 cameos
there's
total?
At least 10 unique ones that are not on the base roster.
Okay. Well, let's see. So far, we have seen 1, 2, 3. Assuming they are. We don't know for sure, but just assuming that they're only cameos. Then you throw in Striker,
Sub-Zero, Kung Lao, Goro.
Well, I'm trying to say so far we've potentially seen purely 4 cameos, strictly cameos if you throw in Striker. If we assume Goro, and we all obviously know Kung Lao, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, so that's 4 on the other side. So we've seen, I think, 4 and 4 right now, if I had to guess. Is that accurate? Based on what we think? I
believe so.
Okay. I mean, Goro could go either way, potentially. Maybe he is just a cameo. Who knows? But I mean, it's possible we've seen 4 and 4.
It better be a playable character to explain that shitty costume.
Instead of the classic.
I feel the opposite. I feel like the costume looks the way it does because he's just a cameo.
That's the thing. It's like
he'd
so
have
shitty.
an MK1 outfit.
You'd think
but
so.
He looks bad.
He looks really bad.
It looks bad because they designed a new outfit and because the new.
Well, I mean, Lao's a cameo and he's in this classic, so.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, I don't know.
But wouldn't that also mean Goro would have a classic too?
Yeah, Goro would.
Unless that was some story stuff.
Or
the story pants.
Well, that would make sense, actually, because then if it's story related and Katana and Melina are fighting, then maybe Goro is around and is assisting Melina, you know?
Goro might be evidence that cameos will have skins.
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, I think that's reasonable anyway. I think that was likely.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would be surprised if cameos don't have another attire.
I just got a message prompt on my screen from Discord. It's just down forward a message saying Goro looks like a dude. He does though. Yeah, he does.
Phil thinks he looks fine. I'm like,
it's forgetting Sir Marshall, man.
Dap, I don't know if you're still watching the stream, but yeah, I already pointed out the fatal blow. Thanks for tagging me though, at least just in case.
Jodan, the lore pants. I like it.
Joda?
Yeah, he wrote the chat.
I haven't heard
lore pants.
I haven't heard that name
Jodan?
in years. Yeah, Jodan's not been around in a long time.
oh my god.
Oh,
Well, what's up,
It's good to
Jodan?
hear from you, dude.
Hopefully
What's up,
everything's
Jodan?
going well for you.
Unless it's a different Jodan, but I'm pretty sure it's Jodan.
Honey Dap, $5.
Cameo
Thank
Jodan?
you again. Honestly exceeded expectations. Honestly exceeded expectations. Honestly, third time's the charm. Honestly exceeded expectations. Was 6 out of 10 before, but now I'm at like 8.5 out of 10, says Honey Dap. So cool. I mean, I hope that this won most people over in a way that raised your hype rather than lowered it. That would be very unfortunate if it was the opposite. So yeah, now I just want to know when we get to see more. Like, I want to see more. I'm excited. But all right,
Corn
yeah,
dog for life.
yeah, #1 corn dog. All right, that's it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Like I said, I'm gonna put out some videos between now and when we do our live stream later. So please come back for the live stream, and we're gonna have plenty of more discussion and see where Shad's at, and have all sorts of fun with the chat and be talking. Like I said, it's live, so we're gonna be interacting with the chat as well. So come back for that and hang out. Thanks everybody for tuning in. This was a lot of fun.
All right.
I'm fucking
it was.
excited. All right. See you, everybody.
Peace.
Later, nerds.
Yeah, take care, everybody.